Hello, hello, hello. It's another glorious day, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your crumpets together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat.
Darling.
And hello. Hello to all of my tea sippers, my crumpet dunkers, my tea brewers, and my pot stirrers, and my tea leaf readers. What's your tea, children? What's going on? It's another glorious day. And I hope you have all of your crumpets together because, darlings, it's time to dish tea, and you are dishing tea. You're dishing tea with Big Meat. What's going on? Hello there, my darlings. Honey, I'm going to be sipping. I'm going to name myself a little cocktail chair. Just a small little cocktail. Now, you know what? Oh, I know what I got to do. I am going to, I got to order little squeezies, honey. I haven't had no squeezies in a little minute. I think I'm going to do that over the weekend, honey. So I had some little squeezies from, squeezies by my girl over there. Wait a minute. Let me run her across the banner for half a second, honey. Yeah. Miss BB Red, honey. Yes. Oh. What this is, I'm drinking, honey. I'm having vodka and a sangria wine. A citrus vodka and a sangria wine. Okay. Yeah. It's Christmas Eve, my darlings. And I know the last time I was before you, honey, a bitch just wasn't together, honey. I was tired. I have been running all over New Jerusalem, and I just could not pull it together at that particular moment. So if y'all watched it, y'all saw me nodding and dozing off and carrying on. I couldn't keep a thought together because I was burning both ends of the candle, and I was really just tired, and I thought I could push myself through it, but I was tired, and I had to take a break. So that's the company wasn't here for the last few minutes. And then y'all know I have the donut factory, and then, of course, we came into being. So, we got Merry Christmas from Mississippi up in here. What's going on, baby? What's happening with you? Okay. Sing out the Nighthawk signal. Let's turn up with the fam, y'all. What you say? Not the Nighthawk signal. What you say? Come on now. All right, yeah, Big Star, happy holiday to you. You look like you've got some good rest today, you know. I have been keeping myself calm. My spirit has been lifted in my household. Now, if I can only to get it to look like something, I swear, I really need a professional organizer over here. I have those who say they can do it and carry it on, but they're waiting on me. And part of it is that I just need somebody to help to do it. You know, I could, but see, then I get in my own way, and et cetera, et cetera. So that there is what's going on. But yeah. But nonetheless, honey, we do feel a lot better. And then it's Christmas Eve. So I'm going to get all off into that because I'm not real big on this particular time of the year anymore. And we're going to talk about that in just a few moments, okay? Because I give 2 cents less than a damn about this season, you know, and all of that. In the meantime and in between time, here's something that's going to be your homework assignments, children. I want you guys to put in your comment section. Wait a minute, is my name up here? It is not. Hold on. I got to put my name up here because I'm going to do something that's going to be a little bit that way. Okay. And I want to make sure. Oh, yeah, there it is. I want to make sure that everything is everything. Okay. And we do what we need to do to help each other out and to be a blessing, because we don't know who's able to do what. So I saw this. Somebody put this up on my wall and on my Facebook page. But I'm going to extend this to all of you, okay? And please, don't sit up here and make this into a scam enough to don't go big and asking and this, that, and the other. Here's the thing. I want you to share your Cash App and or your PayPal information, okay? All I want you to do is share it. Put it up in the comments, wherever you are. If you're on Black GDP, if you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, whatever platform that you're seeing this in, okay? Put your Cash App up, okay? Put your cash tag up, and then as a hashtag, let's hashtag this a tea miracle. There's a hashtag tea miracle, okay? And why I say that is because it is tradition that they say you have not because you ask not, right? And so this particular season, I know everybody is hurting. Everybody is hurting. Everybody. We don't get into that too. At the same time, we don't know who got what to do, okay? So whatever is placed upon your heart, it doesn't have to be everybody. It could be at your discretion. Whatever that means to you, whatever it is, you don't have to be public with it. You could be very quiet, very discreet, very, very that way. If you feel like you need to bless someone or it's on your heart to do something for somebody, hit them in their Cash App. Just send them in their Cash App and hashtag it T Miracle. Okay? Hashtag T Miracle. Okay? And let that be. As a matter of fact, let me create that banner. I'm going to create that banner right now. And we're going to say hashtag T Miracle. Wait a minute. T Miracle. Okay. And then I'm going to put my Cash App there so that folks will know what I mean. Okay. So yeah, hashtag T Miracle. And then share your cash tag. Okay. Your Cash App. Oh, wait a minute. That's it. Share your Cash App. Okay. Hashtag it T Miracle. Put all that within the comments and carrying on. And those of you who feel or who are moved, who are led, who are whatever, you could do that discreetly. And like I said, and then those of you who received the blessing or whatever, you don't have to say it. All of that is this here is just love, unconditional, unspoken love that we can do between us. You can share that with somebody else. We have until the end of the year. We have what, 8 more days, for 2020, and that there is what it is. Okay, we've all had a horrible 2020. Well, not it's been 2020 has been horrible, but we have had rainbow clouds and silver linings all over. Okay, I happen to be one who I am blessed to say that I have not had to do a lot of the things that everybody else have had to do as far as standing food lines on a regular basis and carrying on, because I'm good. Okay, as far as that's concerned. So I've had my struggles, as everyone has, but my rainbow clouds and silver linings, honey, have kept me in a space where I could say praise God all day, all night. Okay, and I'm gonna do that anyway. But this here is just to let folks know, even though 2020 has just been ravenous on us, it has taken a lot of lives. It has, and then some of us, some of our legends and stuff. We're losing a lot of the celebrities and folks who we've looked up to. Those of us who are of a certain age, we're getting to that point where a lot of our leaders and a lot of our legends and a lot of those who we looked up to, they're sliding on. Okay, they're passing the baton to us. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, my cousin said something to me a few months ago, and when she said it, it shook me. Okay, it really shook me because every Thursday, and I didn't do it today. Every Thursday, my family does a family prayer line. Okay, so we have a special calling number. We call and we jump on the prayer so that we can pray together as a family. Now, the flaw with that is it's supposed to be a prayer line. But of course, folks come in and the things say, announce who you are, when you come in. So everybody come in, hey, this is Demetrius. Oh, hey, how you doing? Oh. And then of course, those of us who don't know who the hell you are, well, whose child are you? Well, I'm Francis's grandson, honey. I'm Lorraine, the baby girl. I'm her firstborn. Oh, you Lorraine's boy. Okay. So we get all that. And that takes up a lot of time. And so two of my cousins, they're brothers. They're my second cousins because these are my mother's first cousins. They're the pastors. Okay, and carrying on and so they lead the family prayer. So then it's trying to rein everybody in, and then get on with the prayer and then this, that, and the other. Okay. But we do that. And my cousin told me, she says, well, grandma, and now, which is true, that entire generation, my grandmother was the oldest of 9. So my great-grandparents, my grandmother, all of her siblings are gone. So now that left my mama, the kids. So now my cousin said, well, they're the elders now. And though as true as it was, it had never hit me. She said, well, they're the elders now. She said, we got to take care of them. And I said, oh, wait a minute, bitch, did we just become our parents? Did we just become them? And the realization of that just hit me. It hit me. And I was like, oh my God. And so here in 2020, we have been losing a lot. So those of us, I don't know, I'm proud to say that I'm 50. Those of us in a certain age bracket, honey, that's born between 65 and 85, that 20-year gap, those of us who are in that particular gap, we're losing all those who we grew up with. Okay, a lot of them. Look, Debo is gone. Ecstasy from Houdini just died. Okay, Alex Trebek is gone. Okay, we've been watching Jeopardy all of our lives, child. Willona from Good Times. Okay, when you start to and to say that these folks are gone, it's like what? And it's too much to process, and then we start to look at what's going on. We start to look at what's happening. We start to look at the quality of life. Is your life and the quality of your life? How have you lived your life? Helena and I say this all the time, honey. The most important piece of information on your tombstone or on your obituary or on your death certificate or whatever is the dash in between the birth date and the death date. The dash. That dash is very important. Okay. That dash is important because the dash explains to us with your dash. What did you do with your dash? I'm going to say that one more time. What did you do with your dash? But those of us who lost children and they were babies because they didn't have a dash, it was 2020 to 2020. What did you do with that dash? in the time that you were here, you brought that baby brought joy, that baby brought possibilities, that baby brought solutions to some degree, that baby brought wonderment and excitement, a zest for life. So the baby had a purpose. You understand? For those who lost children, them whatever amount of time, what did you do with your dash? Huh? What did you do with it? What would your dash say about you? What did you want it to say? Do you want it to say anything? Now here's something else. Do you want it to say something? Because we got lazy motherfuckers out here that think that the world owes us something and they don't want to do shit with it. They don't want to do shit with it. They think that, oh no. How many of y'all know private motherfuckers that don't want nobody in their business and shit? Scared to talk, scared to say something, scared that somebody gonna say something. Okay. But you don't know what their world is. They don't share nothing. So that their dash is not going to explain to who. What is your dash gonna say about you, honey? What do you want your dash to say? Huh? What do you want your dash to say about you? Okay. On this Christmas Eve, okay, on this Christmas Eve, okay, and we call it the Eve, and we're able to say that now because according to the story of Christ, we know that the baby Jesus was born. So now we have gotten all into making this a celebratory thing of Christmas Eve. This is the day before. How many of y'all understand a Big Meat Eve or Eric Buck Eve or a Helena Hologram Eve or a Princess Leia Eve? What was that like the day before you came? What was that like? What was that stirring? Huh? Have y'all ever asked your mom what she was going through, or both of your parents? If you have both of your parents, did y'all ever ask what happened? I've asked, but I have to re-ask because I can't tell you. I don't remember what my mother told me. All I know is I was born in the evening, 8:45 p.m. Okay, so I'm going to have to ask her that story again because I think it's fascinating. Particularly that we're talking about the Eve. Right now, this is Christmas Eve. Okay, and tradition has told us and showed us that everybody's scrambling, trying to make sure that they got a good Christmas for the children, trying to make sure that, everything is in place, trying to make sure this is done, starting to cook, you prepping your cooking and things, and you cutting up onions and bell peppers and celery and mushrooms and all of that. If you cook in turkey. Now, most of us, see, in Black families, we usually do Thanksgiving is the turkey day, okay? Christmas is usually the ham. Now, there's some of us who do both, but more than likely, we say the ham for Christmas. Usually we get the Christmas ham, then we try to do ribs and all that kind of stuff. Some of us will still do a turkey, but for the most part, we'll do turkey on Thanksgiving, But have you ever asked, your Eve, honey? What was that like? Helena, what you say, baby? You said my mom passed when I was 2, so I never got that chance. My God, okay. Oh, look at here, my sister. Serena, the divine one. What's going on, love? Yes, Toledo, Ohio. What's going on? Okay. Yes, I have asked about that story. My mom was in labor for a day and a half before I was born. Her firstborn was a celebration throughout her family. Okay. So you're the firstborn as well. So am I. Okay. All right. That's cute. What you said, you better say that about the dash. Preach, Brother Meach. Okay. Yeah. When we look at it and coming into this, the Eve. Okay. The Eve. Okay. What does this mean to you? Are we in preparation for? Okay. What are we in preparation for? Okay. Was everybody waiting on you? Usually, see, our Eve is usually the baby shower. We had the baby shower and things of that nature. We have, all this to do now. They have, reveal parties and all that kind of jazz. But it's not necessarily, it's done, but it's not the eve of that day before. Okay. That day before. So now that we're here, and this is, and for those of you who are traditional Christians and carry on, this here is the ultimate. We're one of the ultimates because I beg to differ. I say no. As far as Christianity is concerned, the ultimate day of Christianity is Easter, the resurrection, because that's when the promise and stuff has been fulfilled and the prophecy has been all of that. That's in the book. But we'll get to that when Easter get here. Right now, we're getting into the birth of. Come on now, because this is where the birth of Jesus, the way that it's taught, came in, and now the New Testament was now given and revealed and carried on because Jesus came to set a New Testament, right? And that meant supposedly the way they teach it, that's the old laws, the Old Testament, the book of the Old Testament, that was done away with because Jesus came to be the New Testament. Okay. But for those of us who don't subscribe to all of that, okay, for those who don't subscribe to those, for those who are raised differently, okay, we are now in a state. I'd like to do the day before because I want y'all to look over your lives on the day before Christmas, Christmas Eve. The significance of that we put into it to prepare for the day. Okay, to prepare for the day. Christmas Eve has taken on a whole holiday itself, hasn't it? Okay, it's taken on a whole holiday for itself, and things of that nature. So now I want us to get into, do we do these kind of celebrations for ourselves? Because remember, if we are born in the image of, then that means that we have that same birthright. So how many of us take into consideration the eve of your birthday, the day before your birthday? What do you do? The day before your celebratory, the day before we announce to the world, this is the day that I'm here, that God ordained to be mine. This day is the day that the omniverse, the universe, the cosmos, okay, was designed to be mine because I'm here. Okay, I was brought into this world on this day. This is my day. Okay, out of all the 366, because we got leap year, out of all the 366 days, okay, this one day was designed to be mine. Now, I may have to share it with somebody else, of course, because we only got 366 days on a leap year. Okay, but this was designed to be mine. So on the day before your day, what is your fanfare? Okay, what is your preparation? Okay, what is it that you do to start to celebrate your birthday? Because right now we're so busy trying to spend money. We're trying to make sure everything is everything. We're trying to make sure that you got the dinner together and carrying on. Did you remember to get the butter? Because you want real butter to go in the pound cake, okay, or in the macaroni and cheese, okay. How about the ice? Did anybody remember to go get some damn ice? Because you need bags of ice, okay. How many of y'all forgot the ice? Okay, or how many of y'all forgot that you need poultry seasoning to go into the damn dressing because you forgot to buy some the last time because you used it all up for Thanksgiving? Do you do your ham with the Vernors and brown sugar glaze, or do y'all know about Vernors? Because that's a Midwest thing. Or down here, do y'all use Red Rock? Okay, or better yet, y'all could use the Seagram's Bold because that's strong. Okay, that's Seagram's. Is it am I saying that right? The ginger ale, because they have a bold ginger ale now. Okay. and all of that. So what is that? What does this mean for you? Okay, what does this mean for you? The day of, the eve of. Okay, so yeah, so put that in the comments. If you've asked your parents about your story, okay, uh, what about the eve of? Have you ever asked that? What is that was? And for those of you who have both parents that were there, what did your father say about what he went through on the day before you were born? Did he just go to work like regular or whatever and didn't think nothing about it and this, that, and the third, and then get frantic because the mama's water broke? The eve of. Okay, and what does this mean to you? What does the eve of mean to you? Okay, as we're preparing for this holiday season, because see, here's something I want to ask you guys. Because see, Christmas Day then becomes Kwanzaa Eve. Christmas Day is now Kwanzaa Eve. Now, do y'all celebrate Kwanzaa? Do we get all spastic and things about Kwanzaa and stuff too? And that's specifically an African-American centered holiday based on African principles and things from the mother country. You understand? Do we celebrate that? Do we get into that and carry it on? What do we do with all of that? Okay. See, all of this that I'm getting into is about preparation, how we look at this. And I'm hoping that this will inspire you from this day forward to look at this a little differently, because when we talk about preparation and the eve of, okay, when we talk about that, what is it? Okay, when you know that you're going for the job interview and you got the job interview eve the day before, how do you prepare for that? Okay, how do you prepare? Okay, do you run frantic? Okay, do you make sure that you can pass the drug test and not sitting up there smoking weed the night before, knowing you got to go take a piss test after? So did you hear where I'm going with this? Okay, how do we do for the eve of? It's Christmas Eve. What does that mean to you? And then let's expand that. Okay, let's expand that. Hold on. I see Coach came up in here. Coach V. Okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me come to the comment. Nick, I see you. I'm gonna bring you in as justice. Let me get these. But no, let me get you in now, and we can read the comments together. Okay. Wait a minute. Where's my mic? There we go.
Hey guys.
Okay.
I know I had to rush in because I knew when you started you had to do your whole to do, and I was watching Ruthless. Sorry, y'all.
Did you finish it?
Okay.
Okay.
The only time I had to myself, and I don't know how many. Listen, nobody said grandma, nobody me. I didn't have to say this ain't no little kid show. Take your ass in the room. I'm trying to watch something.
Okay. Wait a minute.
When you was asking the question, I was trying to call my mother so I could ask her live while we was on the air. But she got an iPhone, but she don't know how to use it, so she probably didn't know how to answer the.
Yeah. Dad had just gotten to work and had to turn around and come back when my mother went into labor 2 months early. I was born on 4/20 at 1:14 a.m. No, you ain't a 4/20 baby, honey. Are you 4/20?
Why you like smoking weed so much, princess? I ain't mad at you, girl.
You 4/20 baby. Okay. Coach V is in the house. What's good, everyone? Hey, Coach. What's going on? Okay. It's funny because my older brother was running around the house and has suddenly softly jumped on mom's stomach, which sent her into labor. Really? Okay. So he's responsible for you getting here. When February get here, I start celebrating my born day. It's February 11th. Really? Okay, so you are an Aquarius. My sisters are February 13th. They're identical twins. So yeah, that's very interesting. So February 10th. Yeah, what happened on February 10th? Okay, if you've ever had that story, I got to recall my mama and get that story, honey. As a matter of fact, you know what? You talking about on the air. Let me get that Lorraine on the phone.
I was getting ready to say I can't get Verona on the phone. I should have did this on the iPad because she could probably answer the regular phone, but she won't answer that. I can't tell you the eve of Mook's birth. So, you guys, I told y'all before, my daughter, she's a dual citizen. I had her in Hamburg, Germany, right? So, on the 12th, I was in labor all day on the 12th, right? So I called the base. I let them know, get my husband home. I'm in labor. But now, mind y'all, Cole is my third child, so I ain't in no panic. I know what's going on, right?
Dig it.
So I'm cool. The bag is packed. It's at the door. He comes. This fool comes running in the house, running back and forth. You all right? You all right? I said, you don't remember doing this when we had Keisha and you ran all out and went out the door. I went to labor early for Keisha, so they stopped it. But he did the same damn thing. Locked himself out the house, all kinds of stupid shit.
Right.
So he running back and forth. Oh my God, where your bag? Where your bag? I swear to God, y'all, the bag was right by the front door where it had been for the last 2 weeks.
Okay, right. Okay, it's frantic.
The shit was hilarious. And then we went to the doctor. They said, go to the hospital. They say, you're not dilated enough, right?
Oh, okay.
Walk home, walk around, blah, 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 blah. German doctors do things a little bit different. So I actually like what they had to say. So we went to one of the restaurants on base, right? And there was an older officer there, and he said, I guess he heard us talking about it, and I was, when the pain jumped, all other things shit break loose. Like I might be cool in between contractions, but when the motherfucker hit, it's like, hey. And the man leaned over and he told my husband, he said, hey, get her this burger. I forget what the name of it was. He said, I promise you. My wife ate it when she was in labor. She won't go into labor. And she eat this burger. And I guess it didn't hurt that we was being nasty before that too, after they sent us home.
Grown as hell.
She was the third one. How the other ones get here? But he was not lying. After I ate that burger, it was like 15 minutes later. I'm like, we're not going home. We back to the hospital. And by that time, it was like 11 something or whatever. But Cole was here about 1 something. I gotta look exactly on birthday. Y'all know I got a lot of kids. I don't keep up with times. But like 1 something, she was here. That man, I don't know what that. I think he was a captain too. I wish I could have found him afterwards to tell him thank you. And anytime, look, and if I was to ever go back on the base, I'm gonna figure out what the name of the burger was so I can tell all my friends.
Oh, okay.
You have a baby eat this when you start going in labor.
Oh, okay. How about that?
So it was an actual eventful day. It was funny because I wasn't all hype. I wasn't hype. I just wasn't. Like, shit, nigga, I done did it twice before this. I'm cool. I know what's happening right now. I already know.
She thinks you're a pro. I got
right. Yeah, I mean, I didn't. And what's so funny is I didn't realize that my dumb ass, during the labor, I was going into crisis too.
Oh.
So you guys, you ever seen one of those big old, like the big old wash tubs, Meech? The big silver wash tubs, right?
Yeah.
Back then, that was 1990. So they would bring all the babies in like one big ass damn thing.
Okay.
Like, they wasn't all separated. No, all our kids in their own little thing.
Right.
Bring them into the room. Now, because I was in crisis, they had like doped me up after.
Okay.
I opened my eyes and they tried to give me this little white little boy. Let me tell you something. And this is why, like, y'all, and I always tell Mook this, if any of y'all, like, Meech knows my daughter, Red knows, she has this, Mook believes that she's ugly.
Oh.
I don't know how, but she believes that. And I told a story about when she first came out, and I said, Lord have mercy, I'm gonna have a light-skinned, ugly ass little baby. And because when she came out, she cried and her mouth was so wide. And I said, she looked like a damn iguana. And I was trying to tell her that it took you a couple days to come into your looks. Like, you were fine by the time you came home, girl. You were pretty. Right. But what I was trying to tell her that I said, what I said all that to say was, you making that ugly ass face is what made me know that they bought me the wrong baby, because they had drugged me up. So, and mama, what if I would have been so drugged up that I just didn't know?
Right. Right.
I mean, now Brian would have knew because he was right there with us. He would have known we didn't have a boy. But that could have really mentally messed me up.
Right.
Like, I'm like, girl, I wasn't saying that you're ugly. What I was saying was, you making that ugly ass face saved your life. Made sure you came home with me. I made sure that I saw you. I knew who you were, honey. Like, have you checked out your baby pictures? You were absolutely amazingly beautiful. But that first night, honey, yeah. But that's how I know God always watching over me.
Okay.
He made sure that you got home with the right people.
My phone does not want to call out. I don't know what's going on with the damn Wi-Fi.
Listen, I think it's just something going around in our area, because my phone has been acting crazy all day.
And it's like,
that's why I didn't even attempt to do the iPad. And Lily has the other tablet. She took it up to Philly with her. So I need to ask her mom, what was the eve like for her, since tomorrow is her birthday?
Right, literally. Okay, let's do that. Okay, let me go back.
You guys, I explained to her that, I don't want to not freak her out, but I don't want to confuse her with what my actual religious beliefs and stuff are right now. But I did explain to her that, people all over the world celebrate Jesus's birthday on the same day he was born. And that's what she said. Well, then I know I'm real special then. I said, you absolutely are. You better come on now. Okay. I want to break a little heart and say Jesus wasn't really born on this day, but but I think that's interesting to ask. What was the eve like? Did you just send the what you call him again?
Yeah, because
you sent this so everybody could come in. Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, for those who want to come in, they're able to and carrying on. I know Coach said he was like, can I call in on that? Okay. So I said,
come on, Coach V. Come on in. Come on in the room. Is Coach V in the what you call?
I'm not sure. They're passing on to him. On my birthday eve, I have the ongoing tradition of setting aside some time to assess the past year and my life in general, and to look to see what direction my life should go into now. I also try to revisit some of my favorite music. As usual, this is an excellent topic. You are the best. Bless your heart, baby. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Okay. What you say? There's nowhere in the Bible that Jesus was born on December 25th. Exactly, but we know that.
Listen, that's what Coach V, did you just hear me say? I didn't want to break my baby's heart by telling her Jesus wasn't really born on December 25th, but the significance of it all,
right?
It's not my thing. It never has been. So, like, what happens on days like this, like Christmas Eve, like today, I was out doing Uber. For all y'all people who celebrate that holiday that coming in a few hours, y'all please stop waiting till the last damn minute to do everything, because people who drive Uber, they got this new thing now where they'll accept the ride for us before I get a chance to accept or decline it. Well, I still got another person in the car. And that was happening to me all day. It's not the first time it happened to me, but it was happening to me all day, and it was really pissing me off. I'm gonna need for some of y'all to do a little bit better.
Okay.
Fix it earlier, okay? Fix it earlier, Jesus.
Here's also the thing, because December 25th, however we decided to get to this particular day, to let this be the representation of what all this is supposed to be.
Right.
We, the commercialism of it and carrying on is what sucks everything to hell. Okay.
Because it's no longer supposed to be that special celebration. Now, if you are Christian, Christian, I'm not talking about them Bible thumping, judgmental ass people. I'm talking about Christians who live by the word of God and just love God. Not judgmental ass Bible thumping. You trying to quote every damn scripture, but you ain't never really read it for yourself. Somebody else Bible thumped it to you, and you done Bible thumped it to somebody else. You never took your own time to interpret it what it meant exactly for you. I'm not talking to y'all. Talking to the people who actually celebrate what this is supposed to be for. How do they feel about it being so commercialized?
Right.
How do you feel about the love being taken out of it and the monetization of it all?
Right.
It's a big to-do. How many people celebrate Christmas and never even mention Christ on that day?
I'm gonna look this way, because most of the time that's why we got Merry Xmas, because yeah.
You don't sit out. You just found a way to spend some money, give some gifts, and pray to God that you get some.
Okay. Right. Let me go here. I am a 420 baby. I had no idea the significance of that date until I went to boot camp and talked to someone who was a weed smoker. Okay.
But do you love your birthday now, princess?
And I was born by C-section.
Ooh.
Interesting.
God bless your mother's heart.
Interesting. Okay, well, it's Antics again. It's messing with my live. Okay, you know what? Loose here. Okay, loose here. Okay, loose here. Okay, but it's all good. All right. So yeah, but here is I want to I think I'm a frame that, okay, because today's I titled the topic of the show is it's Christmas Eve. What y'all doing, or what you gonna do, or what does it mean? Is it what does it mean to you? I can't see the whole thing, but
look, I clicked on the link. I didn't even look. I'm sorry.
Okay. I want to make sure that we get a well-rounded picture of all of this, because see for our lifetime, okay, this here is probably the most fandangled
not fandangled.
Yeah. And the reason being
with the words
is the reason because we're in pandemic mode still. So everything is in crisis. Businesses have been lost. People don't have jobs. People are looking for stimulus, and they're looking for in fact, I want to stop saying stimulus. They're looking for recovery. They are looking for a way to make ends meet.
Yeah, because we don't care about stimulating. No, we want to be able to recover from what's happening. So I like that.
Okay. And things of that nature, and all of that. So because of that, the added stress of what it means to be in this time of the year. Okay, because you have those who feel as though if they can't give their kids a good Christmas, and I hate to sound like I'm jaded to this, but I am. Because y'all know I told y'all this before, that I was a bell ringer for the Salvation Army. Okay, I did that for 6 years. And after I got cussed out at that goddamn kettle, because the bitch sat up there and she got mad because it was summertime and she tried to go get her bill, her light bill paid or whatever, and they told her they didn't have no money. She cussed me out because she didn't want to put no money in the kettle. I know you getting your goddamn cut. Should I try to go get my motherfucking light bill paid And them motherfuckers told me they didn't have no money. Now, mind you, we standing outside of Target. And I'm in front of this kettle. I read to fire off on this bitch so goddamn bad. But I had to sit down.
And it's like, well, bitch, you know that they got programs, honey. That money runs out.
Listen,
you didn't get there in time. Whose fault is that?
Listen, and then the donations wasn't coming in like they usually do because of that. Folks feel as though that because they gave you money, then that means I'm supposed to come to you whenever I'm ready and get my money back. That's the kind of mentality. Yeah. But the places like the Salvation Army, they only do a fundraiser once a year. That's the Red Kettles. So whatever money that they make for that, it's got to last them until the next fundraiser. So each Salvation Army corps that's responsible for whatever district, their money gets tallied, and that's what they have in their individual accounts for their district. Okay, so when you're sitting up here, you're talking about you giving away Thanksgiving, the Christmas certificates and carrying on. They used to give them certificates for a grocery store and this, that, and the other. And they they were giving out $75 vouchers,
vouchers, yeah.
Which that particular year, we only had made money to where they only gave out $10 vouchers.
Oh, wow.
$10. And the people got mad and got to fighting over at the goddamn court. They had to call the police. And
something that ain't even yours. That was supposed to be a gift.
It was free, bitch. You said it.
Right, that's supposed to be a gift. How you gonna fight over what's a gift?
Because now we finna go into something. Helena, I see you, baby. I'm finna pull you in. Okay, we finna go into something real cute because I'm
I got something real damn cute. You lucky my car ain't here. I'll be around there for a damn donut. Tell the people how you wasn't at the donut factory, but you was at the donut factory today.
Oh, yeah, well, I had to take my daughter.
Yes, niece. I hear you back there.
I stood up and I part of my running. Well, all of my running today it was my daughter related. We went to go make sure she got her medicine and stuff. So we went down and we were close by my job, and all of a sudden I had just got hit with this damn need. I was tasting a donut. Just a donut, honey. And I was a donut, and you bought 12. Oh, I was tasting the donut.
Let me tell y'all how he had the need for this donut, but he was on the phone with me and didn't even have the common courtesy to mute the damn phone.
I wasn't thinking about muting the phone because I went through the drive-through of Christmas.
I was like, that was so disrespectful, y'all. Like he was ordering all these different kinds and everything too. I was like, well, damn. You could have muted it so I ain't had to hear all it. If I come around here tomorrow and it ain't not even one donut, it's a problem. I just want y'all to know.
They all gone.
She said, but
don't ate all of them?
No, I've only had 3.
Well, I'm gonna send call. I'm gonna be like, stop paying Uncle Meat House before you come in here.
But I bought just a dozen, and I bought an assortment because I was just having a taste for these damn donuts. And the thing of it is that I was in the, like I said, it was just a slight little craving. I'm not pregnant. I just had a craving.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You want me to go get you a test? You know the dollar store got them. I buy 10 of them.
I know. You know what's so funny?
Bitch, if you trust a test from the dollar store, you need your ass for.
You know what? And now the thing of it is, I wanted to go take one so I could see just the accuracy of it because if my head came
you
back.
should. Oh, we should both do it. Okay. Me, you, and Cole.
Baby.
Can't none of us have no damn babies right now. Well, I can't.
I don't know what my womb gonna do, honey. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that alone. But here's where it is. I was there and I got to order the donuts and things. I got the Reese donut and the Santa Claus.
You know what it really did when you was ordering the donuts? It made me miss being at the radio station.
Yeah, I know.
This thing said, "We need to hurry up and be over. We need to go back."
Okay, so there was that, but so that's what all that was on the eve of I didn't do that because it was the eve. It was just that it was a craving, and Yeah. But here's where I'm going with all of this, because part of the eve of means that I try to make it a point not to go into anybody's store on a holiday eve. Okay. Particularly a Thanksgiving and a goddamn Christmas. Okay. I could do Valentine's, I can do 4th of July and carry on, because usually everybody that's in the stores are just trying to get food items. Okay.
Right.
But when you're dealing with a Thanksgiving and dealing with a goddamn Christmas, they're trying to get any and every goddamn thing. Okay. And see, and the problem, one of the problems that I really, really have is not just what goes on in the store. It's the motherfucking traffic.
Didn't I say I was driving Uber all day?
The motherfucking traffic.
And here in Georgia today, you guys, it was raining like crazy. It was raining in one neighborhood, snowing in another neighborhood. It was shit going on down here. Y'all know we be having all 4 seasons in one day.
Here is where I take issue. Okay. Why do you sit up and block the goddamn traffic or hold the traffic up? Because, bitch, you trying to make a motherfucking left turn onto a major highway. All the traffic is going to the right and is backed up for miles. And you trying to ease your way out to make this motherfucking left turn in the middle of all this bitch ass traffic, instead of making the right and go ahead on around the corner and making a loop.
And just coming back around the damn corner.
Around. Instead, your ass hold up traffic, damn near finna kill yourself, cause a goddamn accident over here because you trying to make a motherfucking left turn, nowhere in the right, you're not in the right lane, and then wait. When you bogart your way through and nobody allows you to be that aggressive, somebody else is more aggressive and they stop your bitch ass and you get mad. You get mad because somebody stopped and blocked your stunt. Really? You want to try that again? You want to try that again? See, yeah, it's like
traffic on days like this is a mess. I'm going to say this. For it to be a pandemic, now I know I was out, but I was out working, right?
Right.
It's a pandemic. A lot of people can't barely eat, can't pay their bills. But like always, y'all out here trying to buy every damn last toy, the last PS5, and all that stuff, when what I think months prior, parents should have been explaining to their children what COVID, what COVID has done. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And made it be maybe more like the Kwanzaa celebration. Right. You understand what I'm saying? So that they can get the understanding of, if this is your holiday, because I'm not knocking it. I don't knock anybody's holidays. Just because I don't celebrate them don't mean I knock them. I still believe this whole season is a time that our families come together. So whether it be, whether it be Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, whatever, I believe that this is just a time that we come together as families, no matter what your belief is. You know what I mean? Hanukkah, I've celebrated Hanukkah because I've gone to the synagogue for a long time. Mm-hmm. Kwanzaa and stuff like that. So the holidays to me is just about family. And I feel like with everything that has happened in this year, we should have been sitting our children down to explain to them, listen, there was a lot going on. Hell, I can't pay for this shit when ain't nothing going on.
How about that?
So this year, because this is what's happening, this is what we're going to do. And I'm not saying don't get them no gifts. But what I am saying is, how about you do something that's more important than all the gifts that in 3 days, they're not going to play with no damn way.
Or they'll tow them up.
Okay? Now, like I said, tomorrow's Liliana's birthday. I'm never going to take that away from her. That is her birthday. She might not never hear me say, Merry Christmas, Liliana, but you always want to hear me say, Happy birthday, Sting. But the fact of the matter is, I just feel like it was something that we should have done with the kids instead of trying to. These kids is grown as shit, first of all. They grown as shit and they understand way more the fuck than we give them credit for. If your 2 or 3 year old can operate the goddamn iPhone and iPad, then your 5 or 6 year old can understand why they not get every damn thing that they continually to plaster all over the goddamn TVs for the kids, knowing that ain't nobody got no money for that shit.
Wait a minute. I'm press pause right there because see they had to learn it anyway because we did. You just because you went to Santa Claus and sat on Santa Claus' lap and said this is what I want, don't mean that you got every motherfucking thing.
Lie.
Okay, don't mean you got every motherfucking thing, and you end up getting what was most important based on what your chores were, this, that, and the other, blah 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 blah.
What happened at school?
Okay, what did you do now?
That light was out.
Schoolwork and your report. You know, it's always. Remember, we used to get report cards like what was that? Like the end of November.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, y'all, I never been one for.
You know what? Hold on a minute.
I can see it.
Let me bring these children up here because I'm gonna have to stop you with some bullshit.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. Y'all talk for a minute because I got to nip this in the bud right now.
H2. Hey, bud.
Hey, what's going on, Nikki? What's going on?
H2, why you so way in the background, boo? Come on closer. I can't see you.
You know, people start looking at this, they might try to take my goodies, girl. So I gotta be at a distance, honey. Oh,
well, I'm gonna get you a chastity belt so they can't be trying to take your virginity. Okay,
there you go, girl. I'll take it. You and don't crochet it. I need a metal one.
You can't help but see all this, baby.
Oh Lord. So how is everybody today? I've been so busy. When I got back in the house, I really was just talking to Meech like it was getting close to time for this. I was like, wait, is we going on? Cause honey, I'm in here, y'all know, I'm in here doing crafts and shit. Look.
Okay.
I'm in here making shit. Y'all know Lily ain't here. I get a peace of mind. So I'm buying stuff for jewelry. Okay. So I didn't even realize we was going on. Meech said, well, yeah, I gotta win. So
well, I'm gonna let me be honest because hold on, check the. Did you hit this flip the switch or something, or check the cord?
The switch would be up or
down.
You in there giving out whoopings? Do I need to call Child Protective Services?
Call them.
Remember that's what our mothers used to say. Remember what they used to say? Call
them.
I remember telling my mom one time I was gonna run away. She said, "Bitch, don't run, walk, and I'll open the damn door for you."
Listen,
that part.
Those were her exact words. Don't run, walk. I'll open the damn door.
See, Santa. Okay, we could let's put a little RuPaul on it. Shantae, you stay. Or
Shantae, you stay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was kind of feeling a little bit that way because when I get out of my routine, picking it back up is like, oh damn, I don't feel it. And I was kind of like not feeling it today. Then I said, oh, it is Christmas Eve, and I don't want to interrupt everybody's Christmas Eve. I said, no, fuck that. And then I just got a burst. Like, no, we have to go on because of what this is. And then I wanted to make sure that we stay consistent as possible because we're trying to prepare for 2021. We got some exciting things coming down the line, children.
Yes.
And things of that nature with the broadcast house and carrying on. DTTV, because it's going to be the name of the broadcast company. We will call it Diversity TV, but I'm still going to use that name. But DT TV is going to be our official name. So we're getting into that. It got to get programming and stuff together. We're looking to start filming again for originals and original content that we had. Because we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shows that we're in the process of developing. Well, 3 is already done. Those are your 3. I'm in development of 4. I got to
And I
start.
got your other script right on the table. I had it out yesterday.
You know, so we got some stuff coming down the line, and we're looking for cooking shows and all that, just so that we can make this happen. And so one of the things about Christmas Eve is that, and this is why I'm on it. What are you doing? This here again is about preparation. It's about the preparation. Okay, Christmas Eve, we have been preparing for Christmas. Everybody out here now, you're pulling your hair, you're stressing yourself out for the most part. For all of you last minute gift givers and carrying on, for those of y'all who don't know how to shop, for those of y'all who are obligated to do some shit and you really don't want to do it, but you feel you got to, for those of y'all who lazy, who don't know the people, you don't know the people that you're shopping for. And instead of you really paying attention to who they are, you just got something because it was something to get.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just a stupid ass gift. How many of y'all got stupid ass shit that ain't got nothing to do with you? Okay, anybody who knows me knows that you cannot bring me nothing up in here that is masculine, like tools. You can't give me no goddamn tools and say, "Hey, I thought about you." No, you didn't, bitch. Because you
I can get your tools that you use, honey.
You know what I used to hate? When people gave me gifts for the house.
Gifts for the house.
I hate when people give me gifts for the house. Like, I mean, I know I might love to cook and shit like that. Well, I probably wouldn't care for like Christmas. But if it's like my birthday or Mother's Day and shit, don't give me nothing that's helping really benefit your ass.
Hob.
Thanks.
You want to buy me a motherfucking new grill or a new deep fryer because you see me looking at it, yeah, but I wanted to buy that for me. That ain't what I wanted you to buy for me.
Yeah.
That helps you. It helps me help you. That ain't thoughtful for me.
Okay. All right,
like I used to tell my kids when they were younger, they said, "Mama, what you want?" And you know they were younger then. Well, when all else fails, y'all can go to Bath and Body Works. Well, that shit don't work no more because all you motherfuckers is grown. Think about it a little bit more because I think about you harder than that.
How about that? Go, Eric. What you got?
But then
two things. Y'all bringing up so many good points. Y'all bringing them up quicker than I can even address them. But two things. One, people, y'all in this gift stuff. This is one of the main reasons why I don't do Christmas. Okay, I can't do it because here's the thing. I look at y'all timelines all year. You complaining about your child ain't did this. Your child ain't did that. Your husband ain't did this. So-and-so ain't did that. I ain't smurfing with her. I ain't messing with her.
Did you say
but now Christmas comes.
Yes, that's our new word. We use smurfing. We smurfing.
Comes and you want to take all your last coinage and come out here and buy stuff that 30 days later don't nobody know where it is. They done used it once. They done threw it away.
It's the kids. It ain't 30 days. It's about 3 days.
And meanwhile, here you is going into the new year, half broke, bills behind, waiting on tax baller season because you done messed up spending money on people that don't really appreciate it. First of all. Second of all, if you really want to show the people in your life that you love them and appreciate them, don't wait till Christmas time and get them their MVP award. Get them their flowers now.
Come on. Hey, baby, you read. That's a read. Oh, he said,
you better come on in the room. Come on in the room.
But you know what?
Give them their MVP at Christmas time. God, wait a minute. That just lit me up. Wait a minute. Oh,
did it lift you up? Did it take you up off your feet? Did you want to start shouting?
This is my thing. If you are providing for the people that you love all year long, why the hell are you stressing over Christmas?
Yes. That part.
Say it, baby.
Say it.
I bought you something. I bought you something because you got A's on your report card. I bought you something because you did wonderful in the ballerina recital. I brought you something because you got up and you got your own self ready for school. I did it all year long. So when Christmas come around, it's just that. Now you're at the point that I'm going to give you what you've earned, not what the hell you want.
Right.
That part.
Right. And one more thing, y'all. Here's the thing. We know it's a struggle right now for folks. I'm sitting here waiting on what's going to happen. Hell, after the 26th, I ain't got nothing coming in, okay? $0.
Mine stopped last week.
Take my last and buy you some trinkets. Meanwhile, you come to me like, Daddy, what I got for Christmas? I tell you what, for y'all parents, I'd be like this. You know what you got for Christmas? Gas, light.
Please, we always look. I've been putting that meme up for years. What they go around? Y'all seen that meme with a dad went around and put the bowls. He put the holiday bowls on the water faucet, on the light thing, on the stove, on the refrigerator, on the closet with the coats and stuff. It was that
right? And not to mention, I gave you life. There
you go.
How about that?
Now, what y'all think about this? I ain't gonna say no names because it's irrelevant. I knew somebody probably last month. They got 14 G's, right? Check it. Let me finish. And this motherfucker running around. Oh, I don't know what I'm getting the boys for Christmas. Kiss my entire ass, okay? You just had 14 G's, and you gonna tell me that's what the fuck you should have did when you got that money. I'm not, and I guess they got mad at me. I said, at this particular point in time, I don't give a fuck whether you getting done for Christmas or not, because that's your fault. Period.
Well, I feel like that too. I feel like there were a lot of us who got money when they gave us maybe your back pay of when your came on, who actually did the right thing with it. I know that I was we paid bills. I know that Meech did. We made sure we didn't go out of our means. Ain't nobody go take and put a down payment on the motherfucking car that we might not be able to make the payment on.
Right. Because how many people they went and got that back pay, and then 3 months later they at the pawn shop like, can I get something for this?
Right.
That's because people
honestly say the only thing I bought that I thought was luxury, but it really wasn't, but as a gift to myself, was the TV that I put in the living room because we didn't have a TV in here. Besides that, everything else was paid, whatever bills that got past due. The little hoopty. Yep. It's a hoopty, so shit we need to get fixed. Every time we turn around, she needs a little bit of help, but I'd rather pay a couple dollars than to be trying to pay some big ass car note. Or y'all know if you get a brand new car, the insurance is through the goddamn roof because it has to be full coverage and full everything. And they said ain't nobody got time for that for something that you got for once and you didn't know how long that money was going to last. So for people who did smart stuff, I applaud them. However, I looked at people who was going on trips,
right,
spending money,
going on trips during a pandemic,
a worldwide pandemic, people.
And wait,
y'all know I'm a trip queen. A bitch will get on a flight to do any motherfucking thing. If I could catch a flight to the mall, I would. Only time I got my ass on that plane was when it was absolutely necessary to go see about my son. That was it.
Here's this. Yeah, we in a pandemic, and you go to the motherfucking hotspot for your vacation. Them motherfuckers flock down to Miami. They flew.
Right. And look at all the places that's the hotspots now. Florida, California, Texas, where everybody.
Well, Florida been the hotspot from the beginning. All they did was make it hotter.
The minute they could.
Listen, because before the pandemic, this bitch, I hopped to Miami in a motherfucking heartbeat. You couldn't pay me to go to Miami right now. You can't pay me to go.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You can't call me and say you want a trip to Miami. You can kiss my Miami ass.
Diamante, I did the same exact thing because
we did. Yeah, that's what we did because that's what responsible adults do.
Right.
And even when I got my TV, I didn't get that until after I paid everything I was supposed to be paying.
Here's where it is. Let me go here. Because, a lot of us are stressing out because I was going to bring this up too. And that there is part of what's going on with the whole recovery stimulus thing or whatever. Agent Orange done threw a monkey wrench in the plan. But now here's the thing though. I kind of agree with him to a point, but not to fuck up the whole shit though.
Yeah.
Because his whole thing was, no, I'm not gonna sign this until y'all say that they're gonna get $2,000 in this goddamn check.
First of all,
yeah, we talked about that the other day.
So,
but there's always some backdoor shit with him, so I don't trust him.
I don't know,
Right.
but we know that. That's the come I said I agree to a point.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem that I'm having is that you said this and you on the Republican ticket, but the Republicans just vetoed that.
Right.
They just sat there and said, no, we're not going to do that. So right now, everybody who's on unemployment and carrying on, everything is supposed to shut down either on the 26th or the 31st. By the time January we first get here, if the government is shut down, everybody is SOL.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, my thing ran out of money last week.
Here's where it is. Here is where this is for me. All of us, and I mean all of us, need to be either in front of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. We need to be here in Georgia. We need to be down here at the goddamn at everybody where there's a gold dome. At our Capitol offices, our senators, because there is no fucking way that a government should be shut down. And we got all these damn moratoriums. Folks are going to get evicted and carried on.
Right.
Because the moratoriums are expiring.
Yes.
The courts are open. These kids could go up and do a virtual eviction. The police are 24 hours. Sheriff departments are 24 hours. So they could come and put your shit out.
In the middle of the night. Yep.
There is no way that we should be sitting up here waiting on them. How motherfucking dare you take a goddamn Christmas vacation, bitch, and the American people ain't right.
And out there golfing after you done dropped this bomb on the way out the door. You dirty son of a...
Dare you sit down there and say, oh, I'm going to be with my family. Because here's where this is. Let's look at this on the regular job, bitches. Because hell, if I'm on Ford on that goddamn assembly line and they say it's mandatory overtime because we got to get this motherfucking cars out.
Yeah, it's mandatory overtime. Don't nobody get to go the fuck home when you're fired.
No negotiation on that. Oh, I got my kids to look at it. There is none of that.
Nope.
This here is either you work or there's a penalty. How in the fuck we gonna sit down there and let these elected officials sit down there and shut down the goddamn government, and then the people ain't taken care of, knowing that everything that we have is on the line. Everything that we have is on the line.
Because it does not affect them.
Bottom line, it's supposed to all shut down and whatnot on the 26th. Shouldn't be not senator, House of Representatives, anybody working in offices be at home unless they live in Washington, D.C. this evening. Tomorrow shouldn't be none of them Christmas. They should all be right there back at work.
Hello?
Get it done. 24 hours is necessary.
There's a whole bunch of regular people that work on Christmas. It's a whole bunch of regular motherfuckers that work on Christmas. My baby says Tay will be at work tomorrow instead of being the whole day with her children. So it's a whole bunch of regular people that have to work on Christmas. So you motherfuckers think with y'all rich asses who this ain't hurting.
Nope.
It ain't hurting your kids.
Right.
Nope.
Right.
You get to be home with your kids and have your money to be home with your kids.
That part.
Well, now
let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. Because Diamante just put something up here that I have to touch. Because I'm going to exclude those who have been fighting because you never got. You didn't get none of it the first go around. You still waiting to find out what the hell is going on. The bank account that they sent you to was the wrong account and this, that, and the other. All that they're going through, I'm going to exclude them because y'all wasn't in it to begin with. Those who were the money with the child support, that was supposed to come to me. How in the hell did you intercept my stimulus and send it to child support?
I ain't supposed to live. That's not fair. I mean, I know people owe child support and shit, but they still have to live too.
Absolutely.
How did that intercept that? I have no clue to that. I don't understand that. I have no idea as to how you said, oh, we're not going to give you this. This going to go to your child support. Bitch, that don't even make sense because that there was a gift from the government. Because if you didn't take my unemployment and give my unemployment to motherfucking child support, how do you give the stimulus to child support? And all this
Right.
wasn't my fault.
You gonna take my taxes for it anyway, so why the fuck can I have this to be able to live off of?
Because I was one of the ones who had my stimulus check that went to child support. I'm a witness.
Are you serious?
My $1,200 went straight to child support.
No.
I didn't get any of it, and I can touch on that because even when I was working, I'm gonna tell you what they do. I was working, and they took money out my check, and I told myself, wait a minute. First of all, let me explain something to you. I'm an intelligent bitch. You can't double dip. You cannot take money out of my SSDI and take money out of my goddamn paycheck too. What's going on here?
No.
But a lot of people get caught up in that because they don't know.
Okay. This is why
It's crazy to me. So they're not supposed to live. They already ain't got no money. So if they was going to work, you would be taking the money.
Right.
If they still owe at the end of the year, you taking it out their taxes.
Right.
And now you would take the only money that they probably would have had to be able to live with. Where the fuck is that fair at?
But keep in mind, they keep in mind, even before they did that, they were taking close to $600 out of my SSDI every goddamn month, and they still snatched the fucking stimulus check.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Let me ask this question because see, this is why I'm trying to get Warnock and Oslop to come on this show.
Yeah, I've been putting my letter together for them too. Like I am absolutely not playing.
This is what I need to know. Because when we get ready to file for taxes next year, here's the big one. Most of us ain't had insurance since March. Because
so are we getting penalized?
Are we going to get penalized for not
having insurance?
Health insurance?
No. I can answer that now. No. That's the one.
Because remember, that was a penalty.
He cut to where they can't penalize you for not being insured no more. That's the one thing with Obamacare he actually was able to do.
Okay. And that there Obama was trying to do. Because he kept telling them, okay, this ain't perfect. It needs to be tweaked. Come to a plan on how to tweak this. And they never did.
Right. They
never did.
But yet they tried to blame him for all the
and complained, but they never came to the table and said, "Okay, let's look at it from this particular perspective." They never did that. Okay, they never did that, and so So
I'm glad about that because, like you said, I haven't had it since February. Because remember, they decided in December that I wasn't disabled anymore, but they let me have my insurance to the end of January. Okay. So I had insurance to the very end of January. So I wasn't not insured until February. So that shit is restarted.
Since we on money and the politics and shit.
All right.
Y'all think shit?
What's that?
Every motherfucking day in my mail, I'm getting a new goddamn flyer that say "Go motherfucking vote." Shit.
Wait a minute, my goddamn listen. I don't know if I can't be the only one in Georgia. Every 5 fucking seconds, I'm getting a text. Did you vote? Are you going to vote? Yeah. Did you get your mail back? Now, I usually when I get spam shit, I just block it and delete it. But I've actually answered it and said, I already voted. December 14th. I was voter 201 at my precinct.
Right.
They still coming in. Then I had somebody, which y'all know I don't give a damn. Y'all know who the fuck I voted for. I did not vote for that prejudiced ass bitch and her counterpart. Sure the fuck didn't. I voted for Warnock and Arthur. But I felt it very intrusive that I got a text message. Oh, y'all, we on this phone. I can't even show y'all. I'll put it in the group chat, y'all. I'll take a screenshot of it and send it to y'all. These motherfuckers asked me, who did I vote for? Bitch, I don't know who you are, and I'm not answering you.
Okay.
Oh, but no. No.
No, isn't that kind of like a violation of one of the election protocols? They're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, and that's exactly why I kept it, because I usually delete all that shit. I usually block it and delete it. And that's exactly why I kept it. Because first of all, assholes, me and Mitch was talking about this before. If you know that y'all know my information, Because you knew to call me, you knew to text me. So you knew that my voter's registration is Democratic. So I don't even get a ballot.
Right.
For them fucking Republicans. Fuck them.
Right.
Well, no, you know what? I take that back. Because I don't dislike all Republicans. I dislike all Trump supporters. But I don't think every Republican is evil.
No.
I think some of them are a little misguided.
Right. Well, see that's why
I'm so a little bit of money.
Political party thing anyway. We need to throw that all out the window.
Yeah, I think we need to stop that. You need to stop because first of all, why are you making us choose sides? Why we can't choose who we think is right for us?
Right.
Not because of a party.
Right.
And then make it seem like if somebody jumps ship, like even with the Republicans, when they don't agree with Trump, then they bad. You're not bad. You just don't like that person.
Right.
I've heard plenty of Republican politicians say a lot of things that I like.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. My call went up. I'm finna get my mama on the line.
That's Miss Esther. Okay.
Right.
You go ahead. I'm gonna try to get Verona on there too. So if she get on the phone,
Well, I'm gonna try to call Heaven and see if my mother get on the line.
Oh, okay. Mama, are you there?
Listen, Jesus on the main line. Tell her what you want.
I'm trying to get where the fuck it is. Can y'all hear my mama say something? Can y'all hear that?
Little
yes,
bit.
how Miss Essie?
I'm gonna say it again, mama.
Something.
There you go.
You hear that?
She said something. You heard her. You said say something. She said something. You heard what the hell she said.
That's where I get it from.
Look, because I do the same thing. Hi, Miss Essie.
Mama, I'm talking about on my show. I called today. It's Christmas Eve. Okay, what are you doing? And then I wanted to see, because it's all about preparation. But I told the folks, I said, listen, how many of us prepared on the eve of your birth? Okay, on a big meets eve or whatever. So I said, wait a minute, how many of y'all had asked our parents what happened the day before you were born? And I know you told me a long time ago, but I forgot. And I never asked Daddy. So I want you to tell the folks what happened the day before I was born, March 4th, 1970 at 8:45 p.m. Go ahead.
I got into an argument with my youngest brother, and it escalated. My blood pressure got too high. I had to be placed into the hospital, and they told me that I was going to be there until I delivered. And being my first child, I didn't know what to expect. So other women, well, young girls, whatever, were yelling and carrying on. And every time this woman across the hall from me would yell, I would grab the bedpost and just bed rails and just start squeezing. And I told the lady, I said, I got to go to the bathroom. And she said, okay. Then I walked to the door and I turned around and got back in the bed. I walked to the door and I turned around and got back in the bed. And then she told me, don't get out of this bed no more. So she put the rails back up. And they called the doctor. The doctor, he told me that I hadn't dilated. But like I said, every time that woman screamed, I was grabbing the bed rail. So I told the lady, I said, look, I said, my stomach is hurting and I just want to go to sleep. And she said, well, you're not going to sleep. You're in labor. And I was like, oh, shit, I'm in labor. And she said, yeah. So now I'm thinking I'm going to be screaming and hollering like this other lady. And I practically pushed him out because when she came in there, she told me to lay back down because I was on his head. So, yeah, but the day before you were born, child, I got into an argument with your Uncle Bobby. That's why he was calling me a witch, because he tried to run from me and tried to read these steps in the mill.
Lord
Wow.
have mercy. Yeah,
Wow.
now when you said that, because I'm like, okay, I come in. See, y'all see where I get it from? I came in the world, honey, the day before, they arguing. Okay, arguing and things of that nature. So Okay, I just wanted to have that story told. Now I got to get Daddy's perspective of it too. Wait a minute. Do you know his perspective? Where was he?
He was at work. He wasn't there.
Okay.
Because, we wasn't together then.
Right.
I was at Mama's house. He was at his mama's house.
Right. I keep telling y'all still get a kick out. I'm the bastard child, honey. I'm the one. Yeah, I'm the bastard child. They wasn't married when they had me, honey. Okay, the white folks call it illegitimate. Okay.
So you got. I want to put something in the screen. Let me see if y'all can see this.
Okay.
Can y'all see this?
Well, say it again, Mama.
Love y'all.
Yeah, we see you.
Love you, Miss Essie. Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Happy holiday.
All right, Mama. I love you. Merry Christmas,
I didn't
Mama.
want to blast these. I didn't want to blast them just in case me and Mish decided to show up here. But can y'all see what this invitation is for?
The Patriots ball.
This is Black Conservatives.
Black conservatives. Really?
Mm.
But the only
I
thing I
got
like
this
about that,
invitation.
it's only
got
one
this.
part of that. It's one part of that whole invitation I like. Guess what part it is?
What,
What,
black?
Ball.
Ball. Okay, right. I was going to say that secondly. Black ball.
I got an invitation to this.
Wow.
Are they sure? My name is on it. Look, are you sure?
Yeah, sure. Because see, here's the thing. This is something, and this is going to come into a later show. Because y'all know a few shows ago, I was telling y'all about the documentary Uncle Tom, which is about black conservatives and this, that, and the other.
Yeah, I watched it.
Okay. The whole thing of it is, see, shit like that, we need to attend that. And the reason why is because I need to see what circles they function in. And
I need to know exactly what you're thinking and not just the tidbits we get off the TV.
Excellent point.
Story. I need the whole story.
Right.
One of my best and most successful Republican stories is my boy Harold Dennis. Okay. Harold Dennis was running for the DeKalb County Sheriff down here. Okay. And
Yeah, you was telling me about that. Because I didn't even know he was Republican until you told me.
I interviewed him on one of my television shows because at the time, well, I'm still the host of Atlanta's Up and Rising. Okay. We just on hiatus. And I brought him on the show. Wait a minute. Let me not take all that credit because see, the producer whose show it is, his name is Coda Andrews. And Coda found him, and basically he was putting the show together. I'm just the host of that show. That's Coda's show. It's not mine, it's Coda's. I'm just his host. So I'm going to make sure I give that credit right and make sure we understand that. Okay. Because he's a fabulous producer. I like what he does with it and carrying on. I'm just his host. Okay. We brought him on, and it wasn't after I had a fabulous interview with him. And what this man was talking about during his campaign, I was like, oh my God, I'm right there with you, baby. Let's do this. And I jumped on his campaign that day. Okay. He gave me a t-shirt and everything. I said, oh no, fuck this. We finna push this through. And his wife was there. And I told him this in front of his wife. I said, listen, you are a black man. You're a very handsome black man. I said, you look good. This office fits. The title fits. And I looked at his wife. I said, sweetheart, are you ready for this? I said, because this is a fine-ass black man. And it's going to be all kinds of bitches coming at him. I said, and I'm from the alphabet children. I know we coming. Okay, I know. And she looked at me. She laughed. She said, oh, no, baby, I'm ready because we've been together for 20 years. He ain't going nowhere. I said, bitch, okay, you my sister. Right there, I claimed her to be my sister. Because she was worried. She said, bitch, I got this on lock. We got 5 kids in this. I got this on lock. Bitch, yes.
Right.
That motivated me even further.
Because that's one of them things to let you know, because even if he's straight, he always coming home.
He coming home. Boom. So I said, okay. It wasn't until 2 weeks after that day we got to talking, and he got to telling me, well, yeah, I just got endorsed by the Republican Party. I said, right. I said, wait a minute, you Republican? He said, oh, yeah, I am. Bitch blew my world up because I had never known myself to have publicly endorsed a Republican fully. You know what I'm saying? I've always had issues with the Republican. I'm like, yeah, I got you, but you know, your mind.
You took the time to get to know him, not know him.
Yes.
And that's where I feel like what you said, E, I feel like we don't need those party lines. Come and represent us.
Yes.
Don't make me choose by what party I'm on. Let me choose by what I believe that you may do.
Exactly.
And Harold, and even to this day, Harold sits down there. The walk that he showed me, the talk that he told me, okay, I'm looking at his family. We've interacted. We've broken bread together. Everything about that man was nothing about a motherfucking Republican Party. I knew and I believed everything that came out of his mouth when he said he was going to do for DeKalb County. And I said, and I live in Fulton County, so I couldn't vote for him. So that's what made me get on his campaign to push to make sure everybody voted for him. I was like, motherfucker, no, they need you in office because you represent what the hell they say that, and they have nothing to do with party. I use him with my Republican stories all the time because that is what I need a Republican to look like. I don't need you to lead with your party. I need you to lead with what you're going to do. Tell me
what you believe in and what you're going to do. Exactly.
And then let me know if that agrees with me. You know, if it agrees with me, fine. There's another Republican, and he's
they scared about that though, Meech. They're scared if we vote like that. That's why they try to split us up.
I know, and that's why this is why I have a hard time when it's time for at the voting poll when we doing primaries.
And they make us only get the Democratic ballot. That's not fair.
Let's get a ballot. If I say I'm independent, then bitch, I want to vote for everybody. You don't give me no independent ballot without a candidate on it.
Exactly.
Don't give me no ballot like that because damn, I don't know who. I'm independent. I don't have no party affiliation. So let me choose whichever motherfucker I want. No,
that means if I say independent, now if you want to just all be Republican or all Democrat, fine. But if I say I want to be independent, then all the names should be on there.
Mm-hmm. But the question is, if I'm eligible to vote, why should I have to belong to any damn party?
That's what we say.
Right.
That's how I feel.
Absolutely.
Like it ain't none of your motherfucking business because I might not like everybody who y'all want me to claim to be with.
Right, because bottom line, when I vote my ballot, I vote for who I feel will do the best job, the Republican, Democrat, regardless.
Yeah, but when you get to the primaries, they said they don't allow you to do that.
Yeah, I understand that.
You have to vote one or the other.
Yeah, I get that.
Your ballot comes out, the Democratic ballot or the Republican ballot. Or you get an independent one, like we said, that should be in.
But see, that goes to the whole how people don't go to the primary anyway.
That's crazy because they'll let you whether you're Democrat or Republican, they'll let you do a fucking write-in, and the write-in don't have to be Democrat or Republican. You can write in who the fuck you want.
How about that?
Because I wrote my motherfucking name in there this time because I wasn't voting for our sheriff because he didn't have nobody running against him, and he could kiss my ass. I don't like him.
And for all the people that's complaining about, well, I don't want Joe Biden either. When the primaries come, the real part of the election, people, go to that part. Don't just say, okay, I'll wait till November. So then when your candidate is up and you vote for him, he the one leading the party. He the one you get to vote for. You don't get stuck.
Yeah, because I don't usually, y'all know how I feel about the older people being in office. But me personally, I would have rather had Bernie.
Me too. That was my first choice.
He's probably like one of the only older people that I'm like, okay, I'll rock with that. But I feel like after 60, for seats like that, I do not feel like they should be able to run. Because you get up in the age where I feel like you're already set in your ways.
Right.
I don't feel like there's the opportunity to always be open to new ideas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, I don't think you're going to listen to the young people.
Right.
Or they don't know nothing. Blah, 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 blah. Well, the young people is what we need to push this thing forward. And if you're not going to never listen to them, that's why they run rampant and don't give a fuck.
That's why I'm glad that
why they don't give a fuck. I'm sorry. That's why they don't give a fuck.
People that we need to start listening to our younger voices in the party.
Right.
I agree with that.
But you know, but I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna piggyback off of that. Yes, we need to listen to the young people, but guess what? The young people need to be fucking registered voters.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
But I also believe if we include them more, like the elder, like in the last since before Obama, when Obama was running, the peers or the little bit, it was us because we wasn't as old then. You know, the hip hop people and everybody started getting involved. Rock the Vote, Diddy, all of them. You know, the younger people we didn't have that. Did y'all hear anybody telling us to rock the vote when it was time for us to vote?
Right.
Yeah, I registered to vote because my husband was in the military and it just seemed like that's what the fuck I was supposed to do. But when you got so much chaos going on in the world and you don't have nobody to speak directly to them, like even when the hip hoppers come out and some of the conscious children or the children that might go to college and stuff like that, they might listen. But you still not reaching the kids in the hood. So that means it got to be people who look like them and act like them or came from where they came from.
Okay.
To make them understand how important that is. Because it don't mean Smurf if Diddy told you to vote if when you was born Diddy was already rich.
Yeah.
How about Smurfy? He was already
Smurf that indeed.
Smurfy, honey.
You better ask them.
I like using the Smurf thing because I was Smurf, that was my little nickname. Kid.
Okay, listen, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a commercial break right now. Coach is up in here, so when we come out of the commercial, bring Coach in.
All right.
So he can say his piece and things because he wanted to come in on this. But here's what I'm going to reiterate this. Okay, I like that. Don't give nobody the MVP award that only at Christmas time. God damn it!
Absolutely.
That's everything. I'm going to put this up in here, and I'm saying this because I don't know what's on anybody's hearts. Whose phone is that? Okay, right. Okay, they okay. Listen, we on live cheering. We on live. Okay.
Show me the donuts.
Sookie. Okay, I got.
Really means that's really how you feel. That's really how you feel.
Go to commercial. I got something for you when we get back.
You had all three of them?
Yeah.
Bitch, you had all three of them. Oh, bitch.
I don't like it, but the rest of them too sweet for me.
And the lemonade? Really?
The lemonade's not sweet at all.
Really? Okay.
Wait! No, I wanted the lemon one.
All three of them. I didn't have one either.
See? I got something for you when we get back.
That's all right.
Is Krispy Kreme 24 hours?
I think so.
And it's 185.
Okay. Anywho, y'all see the ticker tape that's going on right now. We're all struggling. We're all in hard times, but there's some of us, honey, who have been blessed. As I've always said, we have rainbow clouds as silver linings in all of this darkness. So we don't know how folks are being led. We don't know how you've been blessed. We don't know what's going on. However, I'm telling everybody in your comments, however you're watching this, in the comments, just put your Cash App up or your PayPal or whatever it is. If it's not Cash App or PayPal, or better yet, just put your little thing up there, and next to it put what it is. If it's Cash App, we know it's Cash App because it got the $sign.
Right.
If it's an email address, we know that's PayPal. If there's anything else in that, put in parentheses what it is, Venmo or whatever. and then you see the hashtag T Miracle. Okay, just hashtag a T Miracle. This here is for anybody who is led to give a blessing. You ain't got to go public. You don't have to announce it. For those of you who receive anything, you ain't got to announce shit. This here is because it's the adage of you have not because you ask not. Okay? We don't know who. Folks may feel generous. We don't know who the lucky, when we did the kettles and stuff, there was always somebody, we never knew who it was, that would come out and put gold coins in the kettles. And those coins were $10,000.
Mm-hmm. They still do that.
And they still do. We still don't know who the fuck it is.
The gold doubloons. Yep, I remember that.
Okay, they would put those gold coins in there, and it would be a $10,000 coin. Okay, and
if I leave the room, Meech, soon as you see me pop back in, just put me back in. I'm trying to do something for Cole.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So that's what this is. So this is not for you to go big and we ain't big and whatever. You just putting your information up there. And anybody who is led to do whatever, you just move according to how your spirit leads you to move. And we'll do it that way. You don't have to announce it. You ain't got to celebrate it. That there is between you, the God of your understanding, your conscience, and whatever that is. Whatever amount it is, it doesn't matter. Whatever you're led to, if it's 50 cents to $50,000, whatever that is, that's between you, God, and the person that you said it's for. This ain't. I don't want no accolades. Because this ain't Meech doing this.
Right.
If it comes to me, I'm gonna take whatever because I know that God put it on your heart to send it to me. The whole thing of this is that we want to build this community so that we can love on each other. See, you want to know what love is? Love. Oh, wait a minute. I don't mean to get emotional.
You better be you.
But that's what love does. And if you really want to know what this season means, this is what this is. See, that's why I want this to be anonymous. You put your stuff up there, honey. Okay, that's lovely. Whoever do. Whoever don't. It don't mean that they can't. It don't mean that they don't want to. It don't mean that they hate you. It just means we just putting information out there. Whatever happens, happens. But this here, because you never know who's in position to do what. Okay? You never know. So just put it up there, hashtag a T Miracle, and we're going to call it. And if you receive, I don't want nothing from, that's your blessing, baby, because that's between you and God. That's yours. That's yours. Now, if it's on you to donate, hey, did you do what your spirit leads? Because I'm not asking for it. Okay? I'm not asking for it. That's what, oh, God, I felt the need to say that because you know how folks put their little spin on it. And what they little 10% of a cut. Bitch, that ain't what this is.
No,
we don't operate like that over here. If it's on that person, to whatever happens, happens. Okay, whatever happens, happens. So, honey, there is that. Okay, let me go over here. Oh, what just? Oh, okay. She said she had to go out for a minute. Right. Okay. I hit my brain. I think I'm going to go to the commercials. I was like, "Ooh, wait a minute! Did I click her?"
Hey, Meech.
Yeah.
You know, before Earl came in, I'm gonna tell you something. I want you to read between the lines. You know, before Earl came on the screen, it was 3 divas and 2 dudes, right?
Okay. How about that? Okay, dig that. Okay. Because it was all inclusive, baby. You know how we roll. You know how we roll, because we do it that way, okay? Because we do it that way. All right, we're going to take a small little commercial break. When we come back, Coach, I'll see you down there. You know what? Wait a minute. Let me bring you up in here so you can say hi to the people, because you've been down there waiting. Hey, Coach.
What up, Coach?
Okay, wait a minute. You going to come in like that on me? Okay, hot day.
Hey, this my trademark.
Absolutely.
It's my trademark. What's up, Big Easy?
What's going on?
What's up, Big Easy? Hey, man, what's up, Elena?
Hey, what's going on,
What's going on? What's up, Big Meech?
It's all moving and grooving, baby. happy holidays to you and carrying on. I want to bring you
I
into
don't celebrate holidays, man. I don't celebrate holidays. I don't celebrate no Christian holidays.
I hear you, brother.
Wait a
I don't
minute.
celebrate no Christian holidays.
My glass is empty, but I need to salute that. Oh, wait a minute. This got a little bump in it. Hold on. We got to get back to lipstick.
Now you had it a little taste of something.
Right. I
Tom.
salute you for that, what you just said. That's all right. During this commercial break, I feel a refill. How about that? I need a refill. We'll be right back, and we're gonna get into this. So stand by. We'll be right back.
Right on.
Come on now. Okay, black on. Get into it. Black on. Look at that David Ford right there. That's his thing. Black on. He don't know Tom. Look at that David Ford. That's his thing. He don't know Tom. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh, I can't see the demons. I can't see the demons, but I can see the light.
We are creating black luxury across this country.
Have you tried Big Rob popcorn? It's a wonderful anytime snack that everyone will love. Available in 3 flavors. Grown and Sexy, which is the perfect mix of cheddar, cheese, and caramel. Sugar Shack, a fruitful flavored mix of watermelon and apple. So delicious and good. How about spicy butter and white cheddar? Everyone loves it. That's why it's called good. All Big Rob snacks are manufactured in a FDA approved facility and flash sealed for freshness, safety, and worldwide delivery. To order, call or text 937-367-8650. That's 937-367-8650. Or contact Big Rob via Instagram at Hey Big Rob. As the holidays approach, take advantage of the holiday special. Purchase more than 2 bags and receive a free CD. Call or text 937-367-8650 to place your order now. Big Rob popcorn, the perfect snack that you will love. It's so delicious.
We're not asking for your permission. We're not seeking your approval. We're claiming what's ours in the name of our ancestors. We are their answered prayers. This is more than a movement. This is a revolution. black innocence. What are yours today? All right, and we
All right, man. You gotta come on through here.
Okay. I'm feeling very melodious right about now, honey.
Okay, now hold on, Meech. Hold on. Before you go on. Hold on. We live, y'all. Chill out. Yeah, you broke out them donuts, right? You want to show us them donuts? Here's what I'm working with over here.
Don't start with the bullshit over
What you goddamn?
You got the cobbler. You stupid bastard.
That's how we get down tonight.
Now, E, you know I usually talk real nice to you. I usually really talk really nice to you, but
I still love you, Nikki Boo. But no,
I'm about to smurf you to smurf out.
Y'all want to smurf for people? Okay, I got some fun.
Is Walmart open tomorrow?
Yep.
Oh, well, we don't know. Maybe. I don't know because
what time the movie start? Look, I be way off sometimes, y'all, but I just need to know what time the movie start.
Noon.
Okay, well, I got time to go to Walmart.
So question.
So you're gonna meet us there.
Walmart gonna be open
I'm gonna meet you there, and then Mook can just go ahead and start driving from there.
Okay, love.
And then you just bring me back home.
Okay, for those of y'all who don't know what we're talking about, my darling, as you can see, okay, I have my bracelets on standby because I got my bracelets over here by the door. I got to figure out which Wonder Woman outfit that I'm going to wear. We are going to see Wonder Woman 1984 tomorrow.
No, you better say it right, Meech. You gotta say Wonder Woman.
We're going
thanks to Big Meech, you guys. I have a plethora of Wonder Woman shirts to choose from. I will be adorning my hoodie tomorrow. Yes, I will.
And for those of you who are
big fan of
the area who wish to come, we're going to be over here in Camp Creek at the AMC.
I don't be no harm. I don't want a bunch of y'all to come because I'm already scared to go some damn movie theater anyway. So y'all really can stay y'all asses home for real.
Wait a minute, because they only the thing of it, they only it's only a 40% capacity.
Okay.
So they can't fill up the theater for COVID.
Okay.
Okay.
And you already got our stuff, right? So
I had to because they had 2 theaters for 12 o'clock. And when I first looked at it, the first theater wasn't booked, right? It wasn't. And when I went in, because I said, let me go look at the ticket, the first theater was booked. And I got a little upset because I need to be at that first show. They got 2 shows starting at 12. So we
How much was the ticket?
was like, okay, am I just gonna pay for it and watch it here on the big screen in my living room or what?
Okay.
How much was the ticket?
What you say, Coach?
I say, how much was the ticket?
Believe it or not, $10.
$10.
Oh.
That's why I was sitting here debating, like, was I going to do a screening from my living room? You know, my TV a little big in here, but it's just not the same.
It ain't.
Some things I just want to be in the movie to see.
We're catching the very first show of the day. So we're like we early morning. Well, actually, this is noon. I'm so used to being there at like 10, 11.
I was going to say, when we saw the first show of Black Panther, it was way earlier than that.
Yeah. But no, but the film is going to drop at 12. So those of you who are doing it on HBO Max, it drops at 12 noon, not 12 midnight.
Okay.
It's going to drop at noon.
You see, I was looking that up right now.
Right. It's going to drop at noon.
I have a question. I have a question.
I hope I have an answer.
I hope we got an answer.
I have a question. Which one of you can do the best goddamn Wonder Woman spin? I'm in a run for this motherfucking contest. Let's do it.
Well,
I don't even want to be in that motherfucking contest because my old ass, my balance been off lately, so I ain't even gonna try it. But you and me can go have at it, honey.
Balance or no balance, bitch. I got that spin in my sleep. Listen.
Y'all more than welcome to do a video yourselves, and we put it up and we'll let the fans choose.
I was a kid, and I still am actually. I would not play superheroes unless I could be Wonder Woman because the girls didn't spin right. It was like, okay, I'm Wonder Woman, and they would go and try to spin, and they didn't spin right. I said, you ain't spinning right. They said, she spin like that. I said, she don't spin like that. You gotta have
because you gotta do the hands. You got the hands gotta be right.
Right. And they would do it. They would not do it.
Wait a minute.
So
hold on.
You showing them off?
Here we go. Live and direct from Baltimore.
It's your butt down.
Yes, honey. Come on, get that first position. No, that ain't it.
Sit your butt down.
Now, wait a minute, you really went a little bit too far.
Spin around but 5 times before she got it right.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Meech, I just want to say, because, you know, we the same age, and I feel like you took that a little bit too far, because I thought I was the fuck storm, but I wasn't telling people that they wasn't striking somebody that with lightning around.
No, hell no. Them bitches wasn't doing it right. They were not doing it right. And I said, no, you're not doing it right. And they said, yes, we are. I said, no, you're not. And I would demonstrate. I said, you got to do it like this. And I would spin. And they still wouldn't do it right. So I said, fuck it, you can't be Wonder Woman because you ain't spinning right. And then they was up there telling me, well, you can't be Wonder Woman because you ain't the girl. I said, you ain't spinning right. You ain't doing it right. I'm Wonder Woman.
I bet you you gave them something to spin on, they would have spin right.
Whoa.
Listen, you know, remember, we come up in the area where the toy was to sit and spin, right?
Right.
I just want to say thank God for Big Red not being in this room right now. Thank you, Lord. You know when my brother not supposed to be in here.
Right. So then I
we would have been able to get away from that.
And I'd be like, Miss Red, he's doing it again.
He's doing it again.
Lord have mercy. Okay. But that's tomorrow.
Hey guys, can you see this?
Oh yeah.
So I animated Molly and one of the twins.
Oh.
Y'all know I've been working on all the children's books and stuff. So I just been taking everybody's picture. That's why I'm like, y'all, I've really been busy. Like I've been doing a lot of stuff, but I've been working hard on a thing that I hate. Y'all know I hate editing, but I've been working on it.
So that's what we're talking about as far as Christmas Day. That's one of my Christmas gifts to myself is going to go see this movie.
That's mine. I guess if I was to say I was celebrating Christmas, then yeah, I guess that's it for me.
That's basically it. Now I'm supposed to be going to a dinner and carrying on, but I am going to go because I missed the Thanksgiving one. That's Shiro Hero. That's
Oh, I was going to say, hold on, you was here at Thanksgiving. You ain't missed nothing. You was supposed to be.
No, the car club.
I know. I'm just playing. So tomorrow is what you going?
Yeah. So we're doing that. And then
I'm mad at them. Talk about the damn prom. I'm thinking I'm about to get fly to death for the prom. Red, talking about you working the red carpet. No, I don't want to work. I ain't never get to go on my prom. I want to be on the prom. I don't want to work at the prom.
How about that? So that is what it is. Now, Coach, I love your approach when you said I don't celebrate Christian holidays. Let's get into that because the whole thing that we're saying about, like I said, the preparation on the eves. And I'm doing birthday eves. And y'all heard my mama come up in here and say the day before I came, she arguing with her baby brother. Okay.
I'm getting ready to say your uncle was starting some shit.
Damn you. Okay. So be that as it may. So Coach, what's your take on the eve and things?
I was born February 11, 1964. And every
That's what you older than us. You don't look like it. Go ahead with your night.
Right, how about that? Okay.
Looking like a baby up in these streets.
She is. You better give it, honey. You better give it. You better give it.
Yeah, I'll be 57.
I was cute for 50. Listen, come on now. You better come on.
Yeah, I'll be 57 in a couple of months. But when February get here, I'm the whole February is my month. You know what I'm saying?
That's how me celebrate.
You know, it's just a blessing to just be here. You know what I mean?
Amen.
And when I look, you know, on this day here, you know, I don't celebrate it because, you know, I don't celebrate Christian holidays. I don't celebrate no Christian holidays.
Dig it.
One, I'm a student of Islam. I've been a student of Islam since 1987.
Okay.
And research is from my researching and everything about this day and every other day. You know, it's been a bunch of bull crap. You know what I'm saying? But I don't take it away from the little ones. You know, that's you know, because that's their enjoyment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just like, you know, I have my granddaughters and them over here, my grandson, my granddaughter, and they did their thing, you know, open their little gifts and whatever, you know what I'm saying? I don't want gifts, you know, but they brought it to me anyway, because they know I don't celebrate it. It was like, nah, you know, but if you look back on history, if you research, Christmas really started from Nimrod.
Okay.
When the death of his mother, or somebody, and they started decorating the Christmas trees or whatever you want to call them. You know what I'm saying? And that happened on the 25th of December. Nowhere in the Bible, I mean nowhere. And I've studied the whole Bible.
Come on now.
There's nowhere.
See, Coach, man, you got to do a show. I be trying to tell.
There's nowhere in the Bible that said Jesus was born on the 25th.
Right.
There's really no record. There's really no record of his birth, from my understanding.
Exactly.
Right.
No, it's written somewhere, and I'm not sure exactly where.
It's not written. It's not written.
I was going to say, in all the books, like I studied Torah, I was born into Islam, Coach. So that's all I've ever known. But the Old Testament and the New Testament, I've studied all what they consider to be the main books. And the Quran is something that I've had to read back and forth from the time I was pretty much able to read when it's time for Ramadan anyway. So I know there's some mention of the weather,
yes,
not the date.
Yes.
Right.
So we would never know exactly when, because he's born in a region where it's pretty much always warm.
Right.
It was always a saying, time never was when man was not. So time always been around.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody, we really don't have a recollection on when Jesus was born. Now take this, you know, as in my investigation, prophets was doing things before, doing the same things Jesus was doing when he was doing now, was doing back then, before he even was, you know, before he even manifest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I don't want to take it. I can go way deep, you know, but.
Right.
But,
don't worry, man. We can do a show. We can do a show, because sometimes I can't say all the stuff that I want to say. I do not ever want to offend anybody's beliefs, because like I always say, in the Old Testament of the Bible, for I love to say, for those Bible thumping people, if you believe it, when God said he was going to, for the Jewish set, when the Hebrew Israelites, when he said that it was hard-headed and stiff-necked, and he was going to cast them to the four corners of the earth, it was just always my belief that he didn't mean for everybody to get back the same way. Right. No matter what it is, the way I believe I need to get back to him. I don't feel like I need to force that on anybody. Because if he meant for us all to get back the same way, he would have just all left us in the same place.
Right.
You know,
there wouldn't have been any. Huh?
I was watching this thing not too long ago, and it was talking about 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Out of all the years I've been living on this earth, 2020 has been the real worstest out of everything. From what I didn't hear you.
You said it's the real what? I didn't hear you.
The worstest out of everything from what I've seen all my years. Because you had to look at it from the time I was born to 1986, I went to prison. From prison, I didn't get out to 2004. So 18 and a half years, you know, the world stopped while the world was still going while I was, you know, sitting down. So I really didn't know what was going on. But now in 2020, you look at all the chaos and everything, and y'all had said something about with Trump doing all this stuff for a reason.
Right.
There's a reason he's doing all this to put everything on. Because he don't want nobody to have nothing. Because if you look at all the people that he has pardoned, has Kwame Kilpatrick names been announced in that?
Nope.
And it won't be.
Has Mumia Abu Jamal's name been pardoned?
But what's crazy about this is that all the crimes that these cats that he done pardoned was way worse than what Kwame did. Way worse.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Well,
what they did was considered as being a traitor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That part.
But I mean, right now, Big Easy said, if nothing don't be done by the 26th, America gonna be on the shutdown, and I see that coming.
We don't have no choice. There's nothing for anybody. Everything, the thing that we miss, like what was our grandparents and stuff, the Great Depression. But see, this is the one thing about stuff like that. 9 times out of 10, a lot of those things don't affect us in a way that it affect them. So when the shit go to crash, and they jumping off buildings and bridges, somehow our people always find a way to get through it.
Yes, that go both ways.
Right.
You know, but the rich gonna be rich regardless of whatever. They gonna have theirs.
Yeah, because like I pointed out on my show earlier in the week, the 1%, this was a record year for them. They making out like fat cats.
Yeah. With all that insider trading they've been doing.
You're right.
They've been doing a whole bunch of insider trading, honey.
Absolutely. I mean, bottom line, I need to see 2 things. 1, $2,000 or more, first installment. 2,
that's not gonna happen.
Pay. Retroactive.
That's not gonna happen.
Unemployment pay. Retroactive pay for everything else that y'all institute. Because we've been doing this for months.
I don't mean no harm, but I'm about to find out what it is exactly we have to do to live off cold citizenship and take my ass to Germany until we straighten all this shit.
I'm gonna say something, you know, and y'all may not agree with it, but Elijah Muhammad set the blueprint for our nation.
Okay.
He set the blueprint. Him and Prophet Noble Ali, they set the blueprint for how we as a people can have our own. But yet,
I remember being a kid and everything in my neighborhood was ran by the Nation of Islam. Everything. There was black-owned businesses everywhere where we ate, where we.
But do you see that now?
We used to go to the cleaners,
do you see that now?
The grocery stores, everything was all
but
that.
You don't see that now, though. You don't see that now. And why is that? Because why? the European government want to take a whole. They don't want us to see us ride. Because one thing I can say, what Prophet Noble Drew Ali said when he was standing out on the corners, and I read this in the oral statements, and I don't want to take this religious and nothing like that. So please forgive me. I don't want to offend nobody and nothing like that. Okay. But he said, you can't wake up everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because if you wake up everybody, they're not going to take it the way that you take it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got some people that's going to take it with like, oh, I got this money. Fuck them huggies and fuck them. You know, they're going to do that. And you got some that's going to, you know, be that snake in the grass, the weaver in, and all that stuff, you know. And it's, I don't know where that come from, but as a people, she good. As a people, you know, is we gonna ever step up to that level? You know what I'm saying? As a whole,
we can tell you exactly where it comes from, Coach. We basically always knew where it came from. We have been systematically trained to not trust each other, and that has come all the way back from slavery, from when they did the house nigga and the field nigga. And when the house nigga found out that the field niggas was coming together to say, "Hey, we getting the hell out of here," and then he gonna run it back and tell Massa because he feel like he gonna get a little bit of something better.
Right. Big Meech made a statement about. Big Meech made a statement about the Uncle Tom, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, it's a documentary. We was talking about the documentary.
Nah, hey, look, I don't know what documentary I was reading, but the Uncle Tom that I was peeping on, oh, he was making a blueprint of it, you know, to free the slaves.
Yeah, you talk about like up from slavery. You talk about Harriet Beecher Stowe, Uncle Tom, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
What we talk about is Uncle Tom is a. You need to see it too, Coach V. It's a documentary about the Black conservatives. But when people always say Uncle Tom, me and Meech talked about that before. If you know the story of Uncle Tom, you wouldn't be calling people Uncle Tom because the meaning that they have is all wrong. He took a lot of things so that other people would be okay.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
I hate when people be doing it. I'm like, y'all got that wrong, and you never read the book.
Number one.
Because had you read the book, you would know exactly who he was and what he did and why he took so much stuff.
But what them Europeans say, you put a book in front of us, what's gonna happen? We ain't gonna read it.
We ain't gonna read it.
They say that's the best.
I send y'all a copy of a song of one of our A1 artists called Ghost on High.
I want to say this. I was at work yesterday. And for the whole 2 months, I kept seeing this book just sitting there about, you know, just sitting there where we go in and put our dot when we do our dot change and everything, right? So yesterday, I'm like, man, let me grab this book. So I grabbed the book. Now it wasn't, you know, no book about, but it was about Coach Dayton. Now I love Coach Dayton. He was the head coach of the Pistons. So I went around everybody that worked there. I've been there for 20, 30, 26 years. I say, y'all been seeing this book? It was like, yeah, man, we've been seeing, but we ain't paying no attention to it. I'm like, wow. So I went to the plant manager. I'm like, who book is this? And he said, man, I put that book up there 20-some years ago, man. And it's been sitting there. I said, well, can I have this book? He said, yeah, I got the book right now in my room.
Okay.
Wow.
That's deep.
And I'm like,
it don't make no sense how people won't read some things. Like
it's about,
we had
you know, when they say
remember,
curiosity kills the cat. You got to have curiosity about certain things.
And then think about it too. As a people, remember, our people were beat and killed to sneak and learn how to read.
Absolutely. I was thinking about that.
Why
Exactly.
would you not read everything that that's possible? Because I remember the elders used to tell us they could take everything from me, but they can't take what's up here.
Right.
Knowledge
They can never take what's up here.
Here
That's right.
is something that we have to all consider. Okay. And in us looking for knowledge and seeking knowledge and wanting to matriculate and advance and carry it on, I like the statement that you can't free everybody and everybody don't want to be freed. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The power to the people, children, honey, that power is only delegated to those who are responsible for it. Everybody else, they fake the funk. You know
exactly.
They fake the funk.
Eliminate that.
That's how come I'm always, when I say power to the people, most of the time I'm talking about the ones that got all mouth and nothing behind them. You know, and y'all know what we call the fake hoteps. And I had somebody say, somebody tried to correct me and was like, no, that there is an insult to hotep because hotep is a sacred word. I said, then tell that to the motherfucker that's sitting up there bastardizing it.
Okay. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now, y'all remember when we were kids and when Assalamu alaikum became, the greeting, not everybody saying it to be saying it because that was the black thing to do.
Mm.
Remember, because it was black to say that, Assalamu alaikum, my brother.
Assalam, exactly.
That was the
y'all know that's always been for me. Since the day I came out my mom's womb, so it wasn't never just cool to be. Remember what I always say, Meech? I was conscious before it was cool to be conscious. I was born that way.
But for those who...
and I want to say, I became conscious when, and I hate to say it, but it's a good thing. I became conscious when I went to the penitentiary. Because a lot of things come at you. You know what I'm saying? And somebody brought up about KWANZAA. Talked to some African people. African peoples do not celebrate KWANZAA.
It's not an African holiday.
No.
It's not an African holiday. That's American. That's for us.
If you look at it, if you go back during the time of slavery, you go back to the words black, Negro, colored, and all those derogatory names. The Europeans put that on us to identify us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To now, when Big Me said about the KWANZAA thing, that came up when in the early 90s, late 80s, or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
It started
60s.
1968.
Yeah.
But it didn't get
1968
until the 90s. Yeah.
Right.
But it didn't get flourished until like the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
and
saying?
it really happened more with you would see, like when we had the conscious hip hop rappers and stuff like that. They shed a light on it. They the Afrocentric people that nobody really paid too much attention to, they shed a light on it. Like in Philly, we have always had, as far back as I can remember, we celebrated a Doomsday. And that's like an African festival where they shut down our South Street, where South Street is a big ass, it goes from one end of the city to, and they shut it down. And it's all the different places of Africa are represented, because I get so tired of people thinking that Africa means Nigeria or South Africa.
Right.
But see, if you look at Africa, Africa is a continent. And in
that's
Africa,
what I'm saying. People get it wrong when they're just saying, oh, they just African.
You have over 100,000 nations in Africa. Right. So when a person from Ghana come over to America, he's considered as a Ghana American. He has a nationality.
Mm-hmm.
I know my granddaughter is first generation. My granddaughter's first generation Liberian here. Her mom was born in Liberia. And people don't realize that Liberia was a place that was created for people who wanted to go back to Africa after being slaves. People don't educate themselves to that stuff.
But I understand that. when they came from Africa, from Liberia, not say Africa, when they came from Liberia and they got their citizenship over here, they became Liberian Americans.
Liberian American. Yeah, they're not
Exactly.
African American. They're Liberian American.
There's no such thing as African Americans. And I'm gonna tell you this. If you go to the when they had them summits or whatever, you will never see a fucking seat that say African American in them fucking conference. Never.
Because it's too many it's too many countries in Africa for them to be able to do that.
Exactly.
It's just like, you guys ever have Hispanic friends?
Yeah.
Like, I'm from Philly, so we have a bunch of Puerto Ricans and Dominicans and Cubans, right?
They will cut you
or
quick.
like people from the West Indies. Call somebody Jamaican, Trinidadian, if you want to.
Call a Puerto Rican up. They from the Dominican Republic.
Now, the only person I mess with about the Puerto Rican and Dominican thing is my godson, because he is Puerto Rican and Dominican. And I'd be like, your mom and dad knew that was kind of messed up, because y'all they too crazy asses. But they don't like it. And Africans don't like it either. And we need to be mindful of that.
Not at all.
They don't. So where's the mix up with us?
It's because we don't know who we are.
Exactly. Me, I proclaim my nationality. I'm a Moorish American. Blood in, blood out.
Are you really?
And when my children was born, I made it known. See, on my birth certificate, I have that Negro on there. I can't erase that. Okay. But when my children was born, I told them, you put Moorish American on there.
Wow.
And I have a daughter that's mixed. Okay. And her name is Zakaya. And her name is Zakaya Bibi, which means daughter of a king. I made sure, and she's by a white woman, a European woman, and I made sure that they put Moorish American on her birth certificate. So when she get her license or ID, she will have Zakaya Fortner Bay, Vincent Elijah Ellis Fortner Bay. You know, that's so they name. They have their nationality. They're not considered as black, colored Ethiopian, because if you look at Ethiopia means a country divided. Look it up. It means a country divided between Christian hands. Right.
Oh, Coach, we gotta do a show. Because some of the knowledge that I be wanting to talk about, not everybody get. And maybe we could do a show to where we would give some people some understanding of some of the things that we know, and to be able, because like I have a really close friend of mine. She's like a sister to me. We grew up together in Philly, and now she's here. And we went to Sister Claire Muhammad together. We went to that school together as kids. But for some reason, you know, as she got older, she gravitated more to Christianity. But the thing with her and the Christianity is she still kept the principles of what she was taught. So you can't just tell her anything. It's weird to understand. It's weird to understand without talking to her. But I told her I had wanted to do a panel, and starting at first with women, but a panel called God's Understanding. And the reason why I wanted to do it is because I don't want to change. I'm not trying to convert you to what I believe, because my beliefs have changed. It's never changed to Christianity, but I've learned so many things that my spiritualness has taken over what any man could tell me what I'm supposed to know about God.
Right.
But I wanted to do a panel of, if you're a Christian and you know that that New Testament, because for them they claim the Old Testament ain't important. But if that's what you know the best, and then I get a sister who knows the Quran inside and out, and I get another sister that I know who knows Torah inside and out, and we all come together almost like a Bible study. Right. And Meech, if you know New Testament better than anybody in the room, we want you to learn a surah from out of the Quran. H2, if you know Old Testament, that's, you know, Torah the best, then I want you to take something out the New Testament. You know what I mean? You know, and vice versa, all of that. And then we come back. I'm not going to tell you what I think it means. I want you to go home and study it. You come back and tell me, what did you get out of it? And then the person who knows it the most, who studied it the most, can come back and say, this is what I've always gotten out of it. And it's just God's understanding. I don't need you to come into me and tell me, well, I'm not doing that because you're trying to turn me into this. No, what I want is for you to understand what I know so that you can't be somewhere saying, oh, God ain't say that. God ain't say that. Well, how you know if you ain't never even opened them books?
How about that? Let's go here. Because see, I would propose this more so than a Bible study. See, stuff like this needs to be a series, and it needs to be a PowerPoint presentation, more like a workshop. But
because we wanted it to be a whole. The way me and Shelly had started talking about it, and what we've been building on is we want it to be over a series of a while. You know what I'm saying? We get all of these people to come together in like conference.
Right.
So it's going to be a series of conferences of us coming together. I use the word Bible study so people can get the understanding of what we mean by what we're doing. Like, you're going to learn this, I'm going to learn that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And people like to use Bible as the most, you know what I mean, the most understood or the most common one to recognize.
Right.
So for me, I would say, yeah, it's going to be, oh, I forgot I had left that chicken in the oven for you. Just so you can get an understanding. Right. Because I feel like a lot of people argue about the different faiths because you don't know what the other one is about.
And they argue because they want to be right and not to look. Everybody.
Right. And then, like I said, I just feel like, and it's not that I need anybody else to feel like this. I just feel like that when, you know how you said when we read a verse of something and it just gets you, like for me, Psalms 34:4. And when you're reading it out of straight from Torah, like the Hebrew Torah, it translates into, I called upon the name of the Eternal. He heard me and delivered me from my fears.
Okay.
Ever since I read that, no matter what I've read anywhere else, that was something that touched me and it's always stayed with me, right? But I know that there are a lot of what, like let's just say the older Bible thumping Christians, right? Who will say, if you Muslim, oh my God, they don't believe in Jesus and they. Well, baby, if you ever picked up a Quran and see that Isa is all up and through there.
Right.
Now, they may not believe the same way you do, but to tell somebody what they don't believe in when you've never opened the book, there's your ignorance.
And saying people don't understand that most religions are based on the same basic concept. They just have different ways to get you there.
You just got a different way of getting to it. Remember we talked about this, Meech? Remember we talked about, I said, sometimes people, and I think I talked about it with you too, H2 and Eric, when I said, some people like to glamorize some stuff.
Yes.
But when you think about that story, Abraham's wife, Miss Sarah, Miss Sarah couldn't have kids.
Right.
So she asked her handmaid to marry her husband and give her kids. Hagar had that child. And then what did you do? God blessed you with a baby and you put her the hell out.
Right.
Ain't nothing loved about that.
No.
But what people forget about that is when Hagar was out in that desert and her Ishmael was about to die, God came to her and told her, I will give your son a great nation. So you forgot that God told her that. You forgot that's where Islam came from. So when you say that it's wrong, then you saying that your own God is wrong.
Right.
How about that?
And it's another thing when you out about the book of Mary. Now I've read different books of Mary, Jesus' mother.
Which one? The mom or Mary Magdalene?
I can't think of the names of all of them, but
no, I'm saying because Mary Magdalene was the prostitute,
right?
And Mary was his mother,
right?
But Mary, but Jesus' mother Mary,
Mm-hmm.
when they used to say, you know, Mary this, Mary was pure in heart. She wasn't a virgin. Let's get that correct. She was not a virgin. She was not a virgin, because for her to lay down with Joseph to make Jesus and other children, huh?
Can I take it one step further for you, Coach V? When you take it to the original Hebrew text, it did not translate into virgin. It translated into young. Okay.
People often forget that the King James
translated into young. It did not translate into virgin.
Adaptation of the Bible.
Okay, but wait,
Right.
hold on, because this here is gonna get real deep real quick.
Yep.
I don't want nobody to get offended. I just want them to know that the original Hebrew text, the word that they use for virgin, translate actually means young.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see,
now, I'm not trying to say it was what people believe is right or wrong. I'm just telling them that Hebrew word, the original text, means young, not virgin.
Mary was pure. When I mean by pure, her faith in God was automatic. If I'm saying the word right, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't about her, you know, the sex thing, because, you know, I don't know the word. You have to have sex to make a nation. I don't know the word. It starts with a P.
Procreate.
Start with a P.
Procreate.
There you go. There you go. Help me out here.
Okay.
But anyway,
hold on. Let me say this. In the end, whether your God is Hebrew God, Italian God,
I'm gonna stop you right there. A. God is God, no matter what we call him or how we serve.
This is where I'm going. That's where I'm going with it.
He comes with many names.
Exactly. Because I was getting ready to say that's a pet peeve of mine, and you know I love you to death. But that is a pet peeve of mine when people say, "Yo, God, that God, this God, that God." God has many names, and the way we call him and the way we serve him may be different, but he is only one.
That is where I'm going with it.
Let me say this. When the angel Gabriel came to Mary, see, an angel was not going to come to just anybody. Right. Just going to come to somebody that's pure in heart with the faith and the belief. And when angel Gabriel, whatever his name is, start with a G, came to Mary and told Mary, he said, "You're going to be blessed with promising son." And he went away. And Joseph got mad. Said, "What did he come to you for? I'm the one who's serving my man. Why he come to you?"
No, all I'm saying is
he got mad.
In the end, God, Jesus wasn't born on the 25th. Back to Meech. Go there.
Hey, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. My bad.
I love it. I love it.
Of all of this. This is why the show Christmas Eve, what are you doing or what does it mean to you? This is why this is important.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm concentrating on the eve of it, because this particular day has become a holiday all of its own. Okay.
Hey, y'all look at Big E. Y'all look at E. His head flaming right now, boy. Look at his head.
Why?
Why my head flaming?
I'm gonna say, why is it flaming?
I see steam coming out of it. No. I'm just playing.
But let me ask you this: do you think, because it's been so commercialized and stuff like that, and then but it's based in some people believing it was Jesus' birthday, so I think why they can't, like, especially like when it comes to the kids, if you say, "Hey, this was a day that that people chose to celebrate Jesus' birthday on."
That part.
We don't know if this was his birthday or not.
That part right there.
But this was a day that they chose.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Right.
Because we have been regurgitating shit from great grandmama days and great grandmama days that has been ruled down to become quote unquote truth.
Tradition.
Yeah.
Right.
It's more than tradition. This is truth. Because if you sit up there, especially black folks, now I won't put that on black folks. I'm gonna put that on hard traditional Christians because white folks just as crazy. When you sit down there and challenge them about their Jesus, listen.
That lady in my car today. That little old lady, y'all. I had a lady in my Uber today, the little old white lady. She wanted to talk to me about God. And I just was like, because I didn't want to be disrespectful. You know, she's an elder. I'm not going to be disrespectful.
Right.
And I say what I always say. I say, I say my thing about the four corners of the earth. I just believe that God has a way for all of us to get back to him. And I don't believe that everything is for everybody. She said, I said, and that's just my opinion. Right. That little old lady got on my car and said, well, God got an opinion too. Look here, little white lady. I'm trying not to push you out. And not because you white, but because you're older than me.
Right. And the whole thing of it is when we get into this and when you talk about folks and get into beliefs, a lot of folks refuse to believe that beliefs are subjective. Okay. It's very individualized. Okay. That's why your journey is your journey based on your experiences, based on whatever God, whatever name you call it. It's going to be based on how
you know what
yourself with those truths. Okay.
You know what? During this time, like from Thanksgiving into Christmas, if you look at it, this is when they really find peace and enjoyment. Because this is where they find their peace.
It's manufactured. I call this particular season the Bow Your Way into Heaven season because this is the only time of the year that everybody acts as if the principles of what they say their faith is actually work. Because this is where they give unconditionally. They want to help Matthew 25, when I was hungry, did you feed me? When I was naked, did you clothe me? When I was in jail, did you come visit me? Honey, they do all that during this time of the year.
Right.
When I was a part
this is when they find peace. Exactly.
When I was going to, because I left traditional religion back in 2009. I left it. But I was one of those card carrying children, and it was always about the whole WWJD. What would Jesus do? But we were doing this. I was like, well, wait a minute, honey. Behind this pulpit, you keep saying that Christmas is not December 25th. It's 365 days or 366 when you got a leap year. But how come you only activate, honey? You only give out the turkeys on Thanksgiving. You only give out the ham.
Exactly.
You only give out food baskets when it's time. No, because any other time during the week, y'all know my story. When I first moved here.
Don't you start.
Listen.
Because you're going to make me go up there.
All the mega churches here. I went to Creflo's church. I went to Eddie Long's church. I sent them a letter. I hadn't got my job yet. I said, listen, no, I got my job. I hadn't started working yet. And I was behind, I had just got here. I said, listen, if y'all help me pay my rent, I will put in writing, I will pay you back. I just got hired. I haven't started working yet. Everybody told me, don't you have a church home? And I was a part of Unity Fellowship Church, but I had just got here, and the church, Atlanta was redeveloping, so it was small. They didn't have no money in the kitty. I said, I'll go to my pastor. My pastor said that he couldn't help me. And things. I even went to the national. I went to Unity Fellowship Church Movement. I went to the national board, and I was told by the board. No, I'm sorry, not the national. I went to the Charlotte church, because the Charlotte church was the biggest church that we had at that. They were exploding. Everything was Charlotte. I called Charlotte because I thought I was in good. I sang in the choir. They know who I am. Listen, I told them the same thing. I will put it right now. I will pay the church back this money. I just need X amount of dollars. They told me they had to go before the board, honey, and the board had to decide it. Okay.
I'm still just turning on my avatar. I gotta get up to do something.
Hey, I want to tell this story. When I was living in Atlanta, right? And I went to Creflo Dollar Church. Right?
Creflo Crook, you mean?
Creflo.
Oh, sorry, did I say that?
Listen, Creflo Dollar. Hey, look, listen. This was so crazy, right? When I walked in there, I seen ATMs.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
All through his church, right? Hey, look, hey, E. Hey, listen. Hey, Helena, listen. I'm seeing ATMs. Wherever you walk, there's ATMs there, right? And I'm talking about it's a long line.
He brag about those ATMs.
So I'm sitting there and I'm listening to him talk, right? So he say, I need the money to get me a jet. How many of y'all going? And everybody raising their hand. I'm like, y'all finna get this motherfucker a jet? I'm saying this to myself.
Well, you was there for that? Everybody talked about that. You was there for that?
Yes, I was there. I was like, man, you got to be. And listen, they got that man a jet.
Well, big. But when Mitch went up there, ask for a little bit of help and say, I'm going to put it in writing and I'm going to bring my money back, they said we couldn't help you. But that's all right because then they needed us and we couldn't help them. How about that?
And what's so crazy, the other guy, his church, what's the other big man? The one that just died.
Eddie Long.
Nasty bastard.
It is him. Now he got a big church too. Now I went to him with a proposal and everything. I had my people with me and everything. I even had Josh Norman with me. He was playing with the Washington Redskins at the time. He had a football field. He had a football field there, and the football field was perfect for what I was trying to do. I wanted to run camps and stuff there, right?
Right.
This man gonna sit up and tell me it's gonna cost me $10,000 to use his field. I looked at Eddie Long. I said, "Man, fuck you, dog. You ain't for the people, man. You money hungry."
You said, "Boop that, huh?"
You money hungry.
Yeah, seriously. Creflo Church told me that in order for them to help me, I had to serve on an auxiliary board for 3 months. And then I had to take it and put a proposal together before the board of trustees for them to vote on whether or not they were going to help me.
And by the time you do all that, your ass will be sitting right the fuck outside.
Creflo
exactly
told me, Creflo Church, I got a flat out no from them. They told me to go to my church. They told me, no, we don't do that. You need to go. You need to find you a church home. Go to your church home. They flat out told me no.
Still, people can buy him jets.
Right. Shout out to our guy Stan Mason. Me and him had to talk about this very thing. He said the biggest scam going is these mega churches.
Listen,
yes.
And then, like we said, we tell this story all the time. I'm in here now. Somebody approached me about doing a poor little tick. Go ahead, princess. Somebody approached me about doing an event, right? At the time, I didn't know who the event was for. So y'all know me, I'm loyal. Y'all talking about some money, I got my team. I'm calling Meech, I call my daughter, I call my editor Hunter, we call Red. Me, Meech, and my daughter, we go. Where we at? We at Creflo Crooks. We didn't know we was going there, but that's where we went up. But wait a minute, y'all. We at the youth center. The youth center is bigger than most people's regular church.
Right.
Now we go in there, it's great. Meech, what you tell them? It's grand in there.
Baby.
We got stages, catwalks. These kids got it, honey. They asked for all this grand stuff. And you know, me and Meech, we with it. What?
For Halloween.
Halloween. First of all, Halloween at the church.
The devil's holiday.
Hello. And you at the church. But they didn't call it Halloween. They called it something else. But
No, because it was just as bad.
Right.
They wanted heroes and villains.
Heroes and villains. Yeah.
Why the fuck you ain't just ask for heroes? But y'all want heroes and villains. So now we our wheels is turning because we here. We know y'all got all this money. We can make these kids. It's gonna be amazing. We talking about a red carpet out in the front. I was like, Meech, we could do red carpet out here. And what we say, we was gonna act like the way they do on the red carpet, like the Grammys and the Oscars and stuff. Like, well, who you wearing? Who you with? You know, Poison Ivy coming. Well, Poison, who you bring with you today? We came up with all this stuff. Meech talking about people coming, you know, flipping from the damn catwalks and all kinds of stuff. Because this lady is asking for all this stuff.
She wanted everything, honey. She wanted to be as grand as possible. We had the car club. We're gonna get the car club to come in because we got a lot of the car clubs who got
they do the trunk or treat.
Cars. So we talking about the hero. So we got the hero cars. We have villain cars.
And the villain cars.
We gonna have the car.
Like no problem. You know, we a team. So we bringing what we bringing it. I asked the lady, "What's your budget?" Meech, what she say, Meech? No, Meech, don't tell her. Yeah, that's what she said, right? She ain't say shit. She did that. So now me and Meech thinking, okay, 5,000. That ain't a lot, but it's for the kids. We could probably still make it work.
It work with 5,000. We can make it work. Yeah.
What that heifer say?
She said, "Oh, not 5,500."
And she meant 500 for us to put on all of this, for us to be able to get paid and everything.
Yeah.
When I tell y'all see my daughter, y'all always hear my daughter. When I tell you me and Meech standing there and Cole walked out the damn thing,
walked out
she walked right the hell out the damn door. Now, you know me and me, we be diplomatic as possible. And when we walked out the door, I said, Meech, they can go straight to hell because remember, when you ask for help, they wouldn't help. Let me tell you something. One fill up of Creflo's jet could have had them kids in the life of luxury. Months before this, y'all could have did a fundraiser. Y'all passed the plate one time in that damn church, and them kids could have had everything they needed. But you want us to come in and do something for the kids? Well, guess what? I ain't a member of your damn church, and I don't have to do nothing for the kids.
How about that?
You ain't do nothing for my friend, so I'm not doing shit for your kid. You said he had to be a member for y'all to help him. Well, I ain't a member, and I'm not helping your kids.
Here's where it is.
But that's sad. That's sad when you are a part of a church, even if you're not a part of a church, and you asking for help, for some assistance, you got to go through a lot of red tape just to get it.
Just to get it. Okay.
You act like he was asking for $1 million. He asked for some help, not for a gift. He asked for help that he was going to give back. And that part I got a problem with. But then you try to get over on people when y'all know y'all got more than enough money.
But wait a minute.
And you try to get over on our services. We're not a part of the church. We're not obligated to do that.
Here's where
I don't mean to cut you off. It's just like with, I'm part of the Moore Science Temple of America. And I'm not saying everything good they do, everything bad that they do. But what they do is they go out in the communities and they give. I don't care what time of the year it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And
if
that's what
Big
the church
Meech was to walk up to the door and Big Meech not a Moorish American and not part of the Islamic nation, and he say he needs some help, you're gonna get some help. Whatever it's need. You know what I'm saying?
Even when we said we couldn't do it with the budget that they had. Listen, even when we said we couldn't do it with the budget that they had, Red still said we will send the car club to do the trunk.
Now let me go here.
Because we ain't gonna be as hateful as them. But I'm like, y'all try to take advantage of people, and that shit not right. You wouldn't help somebody, and then you want to take advantage of us.
All right, hold on, everybody, because I got to get this out. Okay.
What happened?
The part that offended me most was when we asked them about their resources because they could get materials and stuff cheap because they've been doing it. They got all of this stuff. And the girl sat down and looked at me as if I had said something foreign, like they were expecting us to do everything. I was like, well, wait a minute, because they had props and stuff that they had already made from other events, and we were like, okay, well, you could get plywood and this, that, and the other. And she was like, well, I said, well, yeah, don't you have a connection already? Oh.
And they should be able to use their 503C or however that one is.
And that there was when she sat there and looked at me as if I was talking foreign. I said, bitch, wait a minute. Hold on.
The thing was, they expected us not to know what the hell we was talking about and what we was doing. Or you expected us to have such a good heart.
Right.
Well, baby, me and Meech racked up a $75,000 debt to get the degree and the shit that we do to be able to put on stuff like that.
Okay.
So did you give a donation to that? No, ma'am.
So here's what that is. All of this particular conversation is about the eve. Okay. What is your preparation? Okay. The day before the birth of a project, the birth of a baby, the birth of a nation, the birth of the ability for whatever. The day before, what do you do for preparation? Because see, now we're coming into the whole grand scheme of things. And then, like I said, Christmas Day is now Kwanzaa Eve. Okay. So most folks who don't particularly celebrate it are going to look at us as if we're crazy about it. But because what we're going to do here is that we're going to have a Kwanzaa celebration of some sort to where we're going to explain the principles and why we believe those principles are important. Okay. Yep. And even though Kwanzaa is a Black American made holiday, the principles that they represent and each represent, I believe, supersedes any other holiday, any other pagan system because of what the principles are.
Right.
Okay.
It's not all material and nothing like that. And if people take the time, like I hope that what we do helps people to understand, because it's not just about those few days.
Right.
It's about how we should be living. It's just about how we should be living. Y'all don't even want me. I don't even want you on this side.
That's important. And so what we're going to do, for those of y'all who are listening, we're going to do this on New Year's Eve. Even though Kwanzaa is a 7-day celebration, because of time restrictions and carrying on, we're going to introduce and have our thing on next Thursday, New Year's Eve, and we're going to do it. Now I got an idea. You just brought something up that I think we're going to do, but in any event, it's going to be done, and we're going to make sure that you guys understand the principle. Why, and we're going to have a discussion about it. Why do we think it's important? Understand that this is a Black-made holiday for us. People who are still searching for identity, still searching for a sense of belonging, and carrying on. And in that search, I think what we're doing wrong is we're not claiming now. We're so busy trying to look for what you think we are to it. We're not accepting who we are now and starting here. That's why I like the second principle so much, Kuji Tagalia, self-determination. I determine this. You know, I have the power. I've been yielded the power to determine me, my destiny, my everything. And we'll get into that later. But
you think about this. You think about, like, yes, we want to know our heritage. We want to know who we are and where we came from. But, and going back to the African part, but don't forget that we've been here for so long. This is ours. We built this. Our grandmothers, grandfathers, great-grandmothers, great-grandfathers, they built this. This is ours. So when you get people who say, well, you know, African people don't always like us. Well, yeah, some of them who don't like us. And I mean, we talked about that before too, because some of them are told before they come here, when they're going through the process of getting their visas and all kinds of stuff like that, that they're not supposed to trust us because we lazy, we trifling, we this, we that. And I've heard that from a lot of my African friends who have come who said that it was nothing like what they told them it was going to be. So although, yes, I want to know that, just like when I do my Whatcha, I wish I would do a goddamn, what is that, Ancestry.com? When I do mine, I'm going to do the African ancestry. I don't know if it's tell the truth or not, but they say the African ancestry can trickle us down to almost to basically the tribes that we come from.
That you come from, yeah.
So that's where I want to go. I don't want to hear no Ancestry.com to tell me I'm such and such West African. Well, bitch, I know that. I know that already. I don't need you to tell me that part. I need you to tell me what my roots are, why we act a certain way. You know what I'm saying? But I also know that I can claim right here.
Right.
I can claim everything right here.
Exactly.
And don't have to feel no way about it. They said, this ain't our land. Yes, the hell it is, because we've been here for too long.
How about that? Now, on that note, that there is a good point to let you guys go. For those of you who got Christmas to do, go get your Christmas on.
I'm making French fries. Sorry. Tearing up my diet. I sure the hell am. But what they say, wait, what they celebrating this Christmas? I can eat some French fries, right?
How about that?
Okay.
Whatever this is, we're gonna make sure everything. For those of you, like I said, if you're in Atlanta,
watch this. Cole, Uncle Meech got donuts around his house. He said you would come get them.
Okay. For those of you who are in Atlanta, if you want to join us tomorrow, 12 noon.
I was gonna say, wait a minute, join us where? I thought we was gonna be at the theater.
Creek movie theater, 12 noon. You got to get your tickets now. You got to go online and pre-order your tickets because the theater is filling up. They're only doing 40% for occupancy, so we can have enough space to be socially distanced or physically distanced. There's nothing social about distancing. So we can distance and carry on. We can enjoy the movie.
I love y'all, but if y'all ain't with us on a daily basis, don't you try to get no ticket nowhere near us. I ain't playing with y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I swear to God, I love y'all. But if y'all don't be with us on like a daily basis and shit, don't you try to get no ticket near us. I'm not playing with you. I love you to death.
I'm like Big E, man. To me, man, right now, the way this COVID thing is rising, I don't even think the theater should be open, man.
No.
To be honest, that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion, man. This shit finna get deep, bro. Listen.
But we actually feel like that. If it wasn't Wonder Woman, we would probably never even thought about it.
No,
because here in Atlanta, our theater's been open.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, you know, this shit is serious, man. This COVID shit is serious, and I that's just me. I ain't finna go to no fucking theater, no bowling alley, none of that shit, man. You know, I'm like what Big E was saying, man. This shit is serious, man. Mask up, whatever, man. You still, I mean, is we still safe with the mask on?
No, but I'd rather wear one than not.
You know what?
People wearing masks and still getting sick.
Half of them are not wearing them properly.
Right.
Some are not.
Well, we weren't ours properly. What was the situation for us?
Yeah. Half of them are not washing the damn things.
Right. They got that same stupid one.
It's a number of reasons why. I can't pinpoint it, but the thing of it is that you're right. This shit is getting worse before it gets better. So,
man,
whatever it is that you feel you need to do to protect you, do it. If you can mummify yourself and carry it on, then do that. Who am I to tell you that that's stupid and crazy? My whole thing is, do not let the paranoia paralyze you.
Let me show y'all something.
Thank you.
Y'all see this? I'm about to go in my book bag. I mean, I'm about to go in my pocketbook. Y'all see this?
Big me.
Y'all see this? This is my pocketbook.
Big me.
This is in my pocketbook everywhere I go. You understand me? This is in my pocketbook. I got wipes in the car. This is in my pocketbook. Play no damn game. Me should tell y'all, me and Meech got 9,000 goddamn masks. They be new still in the pack in the damn cars, just in case we forget one.
Do not let paranoia paralyze you.
Yep.
Okay. Because if you do that, then it's going to drive you. My sister friend Valerie out in Los Angeles, better. She's gotten so much better.
Thank God.
Her paranoia is she takes care of her elderly mother who lives with her. So don't leave. When they come bring the groceries, honey, she washed off all the groceries outside before they come in the house.
Wow.
Okay. All the cans. She washed them outside. She repackaged them because she gets Ziploc bags and repackaged the groceries.
Now I've been doing that.
Okay.
But I was doing that before COVID.
So she does all, but she doesn't. You do it, at least you do it in the house. She do it outside.
Yeah, I do it in the house.
She do it on the porch before the groceries come in the store. I mean, in the house. So all the old stuff go in the trash immediately. And a lot of that is because of the fear and the paranoia. That girl, Valerie, set up there, and she had got so paranoid with it where she actually evoked symptoms of the shit and thought she had it and went to the doctor and they say, bitch, you're a hypochondriac. Because all of the tests came back and said, you ain't got nothing. You have no
antibodies. My biggest fear is being able to catch it again.
Right.
And it being worse than the first time. Like the first time was pretty bad, but we know that my aunt was a lot worse. She was in a coma for 3 months. When she came out the coma, she lost a finger. So that's my biggest fear of them not knowing if we can actually catch it again. And I figure we can, because if you can get the flu over and over again, then we will be able to get this over and over again, because they said it's just a harsher flu.
SARS, MRSA,
that part,
all those things, pneumonia, all of those are coronaviruses.
All those are respiratory illnesses. That is correct.
Okay, and so because they are COVID-19, and that, remember, I always say that goddamn 19 always is what thrills me, because I'm like, well, what's the other 18?
Right.
Because
what y'all like told us? What did y'all tell us?
Because SARS, they keep calling SARS-CoV-2.
Right.
SARS was number 2.
That's what SARS was?
That's correct.
They call SARS-CoV-2.
Yes.
Wow.
Not COVID.
I never even knew that.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew about SARS, but I didn't know that they were calling it COVID-2.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So that there is where it is. So we all have to do what we need to do to protect ourselves. Do not take it lightly. I can stand to do better, but I know what I'm in my house. So when I'm here, I'm here. When I'm outside, honey, I got hand sanitizer every goddamn where. You know what I'm saying? I like that spray that you got, and Ken, I need to get some of that. You know, now that I'm at the donut factory, you know, I'm in with other people now. You know, I'm at, you know, and around other people. So I have to keep my area together. So that hell, I'm asthmatic, so I am at risk. You know,
that's what I'm saying. Like all the things that we have, I have bronchial asthma. Y'all know all my other stuff.
Yeah.
So when it comes to respiratory stuff, it scares me. And like now, like y'all hear me say I've been out and I'm driving for Uber and stuff like that. However, y'all have to know that that's a last resort for me, because I'm scared of that. Now, even though they can't get my car without a mask, I spray my car down every time somebody gets out.
Right.
You know, I can't wipe it down every time because I get rides back to back. But that's why I have that spray, so that I can spray it every time. I roll down the windows and I spray the whole car every time somebody gets out. But that doesn't take away my fear. But that's another thing that we go to when we're talking about what's going on in our country right now.
Right.
It shouldn't be. I should be at work. I should be sitting at the AIU front desk saying, hello, welcome to AIU. How may I help you? And doing my homework while I'm sitting at the desk. I shouldn't have to drive for Uber to be able to pay the bill.
Nikki.
Okay.
Invest in you one of these.
What is it?
UV light kills 99.9%.
What you use yours for, A?
Doorknobs, keys, phones. Whenever I go out,
what you think you use it for?
Don't you do that?
No.
Look, I had to get you to say something because you've been a little quiet back there, boo.
No, you know what? Helena likes to draw the information because, you know, when she do her remix, honey, she gonna blow it up.
Oh yeah.
So right now, what we're going to do, I'm gonna let you guys get back to your holiday celebrations, whatever that means to you, or if you're not celebrating, if you're getting back to your evening. We here at Dishing Tea are going to extend all of the holiday greetings to all of you out there in any way, shape, style, form, or fashion.
Happy holiday.
Okay, remember our hashtag Tea Miracle. Put up your Cash App or your PayPal. Just put it up. It don't need no explanation. For those who see the Tea Miracle hashtag, they know what that means. And for those who are blessed and led to move to whatever, If that's what your calling is, it is what it is. Right now, we're just supplying information. It
Can I
doesn't.
say this
Can
before
I
we
tell y'all
leave?
something real quick?
Can I say this before we leave?
Go ahead, baby.
Go ahead.
My Christmas Eve tradition was always different from a lot of people because at an early age, I told my children, no disrespect, but that white man that's walking in that red and white suit, he ain't buying you shit. You, me, and your mother.
Telling kids that all they life. I told Lily that too.
But what I did tell him, I said, well, what I don't want you to do is I don't want you to ruin it for any other children. I'm telling you this. I don't want you to go to school and say there's no such thing as Santa Claus, blah, 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 blah. But you know.
Lily almost did that to our class, y'all. You know, I sat her down and talked to her about it. And I even talked to her about the original St. Nicholas, how he gave children's gifts and stuff like that. So they was talking about Christmas on the thing. Well, they were talking about different holidays. And y'all know Liliana. She said, well, actually, you know she always start that. Well, actually, I said, no. That was you. That wasn't for everybody else. She was about to ruin everybody's Christmas. Now, I'm going to tell y'all just something real quick. I won't say the person's name because I don't even really know them that well. I just learned their name yesterday. I met somebody yesterday who their story, they was telling me their story, and they wasn't even telling me on a, I feel sorry for myself or I want somebody to feel sorry for me or anything like that. I ain't even going to tell you what their story is, but the story moved me so much that when I got home, y'all know I bought some raffle tickets from our thing too, because y'all know for our cause is me and my kids. If we win, we put it all into the cause. I called my niece. I said, listen, can you take one of the tickets out that I bought and put this name and this Cash App on there? Because I exchanged information with her and I asked her, I said, we're doing this. I sent her the flyer. I said, we're doing this. Do you mind if I buy a ticket for you? And she said no. And I did that. And it's just something as simple as that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if she's going to win or if she's not going to win. And if she does, I will be so happy.
Right.
Here she comes with her greedy ass talking about what I got. I just told you what Uncle Meech got. Why you worry about what I got?
Wait, I'm okay. Now you know what? Okay, on that note, children.
Bye, y'all.
Tell a friend. If you hate me, tell an enemy. But do know there's one way, shape, style, form, or fashion. Everything that we do over here will move forward. You may
we
fit
love you
all of your purpose, my darling, because the tea has been dished. And you've been dishing tea, darlings. Wow. With Big Meech and Aunt Nikki and our special guest, we had Miss Helena Hologram. Hey, bitches. We got to get off my lawn. Eric Buckner over here. We had Coach V up here in the house. And in the absence of Big Red, who was here for a moment, he was in it, but then he ended up having to pop back out. So something that went wrong because he ain't be back. And I'm okay. So having said all that, my darlings, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah,
right?
Happy Kwanzaa.
Look, happy holidays, y'all.
Right. Bottom
line,
line,
all the people got mad when we changed the happy holidays.
Okay,
we're live.
And all of that. So with all of that said, we will talk to you guys very soon. I don't know if I'm just check the Facebook. We may do a Christmas show tomorrow. Depends on because I got to give y'all the 411 on Miss Wonder Woman 1984. Oh yeah. Okay.
Look for those live videos that you're gonna see us acting a fool when we there. So
okay. So having said all that, my darlings, it's been real. This was a good show, honey. Coach V came up in here and shut it down, didn't he?
He sure did.
Oh,
I love the controversy, honey.
That was a hot pot of tea. I keep telling you, I love my brewers and my stirrers, honey. So on that note,
look at you. Showing off. Bye, show off. See y'all.